Hey guys, let me know if you can hear me. This was obviously an unplanned live, like they all are. Hope you guys are doing well. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Thank you for being here and listening. I don't know if I'm going to keep this live up. Hey Capricious, how are you? Hey Crazy Purple. How you guys doing? Good to see you guys. Hey Hochi, how are you? Y'all, I've been, in and out of doing like Chris Watts or re-listening to stuff with Chris Watts. Cecile and I had a conversation the other day. Hey Anne, how are you? Cecile and I had a conversation about the other day, and she totally blew my mind. So I'm doing some research on some Chris Watts stuff, and the Kylie Rodni stuff got a little out of hand. Thank you guys if you were here at the live the other day. I'm still trying to figure out all this YouTube stuff and everything. However, I don't want to stop talking to you guys about it, because I feel like I do my best thinking when I'm talking to somebody. Everything's good, Hochi. Hey Jennifer, and thank you for talking to me, Jennifer. I texted my friends and I was like, "Hey Jennifer, what do you think about this? I'm rewatching this video, and this is what I'm getting from this. Is it okay? What do you think? Am I crazy?" Um, Sometimes when you rewatch just the legitimate stuff that you have, you'd be surprised as to how much you pick up, because just because you listen to something the first time doesn't mean that you were able to absorb everything. And then as time passes, more information comes out. So then go back and re-listen, rewatch things that you've already watched, now knowing new information, and you'd be surprised as to what you pick up. It's like, "Hey Stephanie, how are you?" And "Thank you, you're so nice." Work is great, Hochi. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well also. You guys ever know, like when you buy a new car, do you not then afterwards see that new car everywhere you go? After I bought my car, I just not after driving it on the road, that I would just see my car all over the road. But I would, that is sticking out in your mind. It's crazy, right? So I wanted to get y'all's opinion on something. Thank you, Jennifer, for letting me bounce some ideas off of you before I went live today, and this was not on purpose. But I want to get your opinion on this. I want to get your opinion on the reaction of Dad and Grandpa when they were called over for the recovery of Kylie Rodni. Okay. Um, we have a car theory. We'll talk about that after Capricious, but hold on to that, please. I want to hear it. Uh, when Dad and Grandpa came over to the reservoir, that was the first they heard that their child was found, and granddaughter, right? AWP first called Grandpa and Dad, said, "We found them at the lake." So what you're about to see, well, this is what AWP released. They're not about showboating. They're not about rehearsing reactions. They're just about filming what they do, right? Yes, Hochi, I hear you, and I have something to say about that too. But I want to finish my thoughts, because I've gone back to other lives and I realized that I am very unorganized, and I don't finish what I'm saying, but I really feel like this is important. So when Dad and Grandpa come over to the reservoir, this is the first that they just learned that their granddaughter and daughter were found, correct? I want to get your opinion on their reaction, because nobody knew that her car was flipped upside down. You know what? I'm not even going to describe it. Just listen to it and tell me what you think about their reaction. And I apologize if there are commercials. Also, just as a FYI, this is not a attack on Grandpa and Dad. I'm not saying they did anything wrong. You guys please listen to this with just an open mind, without any agenda attached to it. I just want to get your opinion on it, because my opinion could be wrong, or I could be picking up on something that's not there. So again, tell me what you think and the questions they ask. I'm going to play it once full, and then I'll stop it. I'll play it again and then stop it. Okay? Hey, Princess.
Windows all the way down. Call the authorities.
We help families all across the nation, and when we find out, they are notified first. So we're going to notify them first. My very next call will be to local authorities.
Right there.
Sorry, I just realized I was on mute. It is very heartbreaking to see this, but just to give you some context, that person in the back coming in on that four-wheeler is Dad. Okay? And so I ask, put your personal feelings aside. Like, it's not, don't look at this emotionally, think of this critically. And that's what law enforcement has to do a lot of the time. They can't put themselves out there emotionally and solving problems emotionally, right? They just have to look at, just critically think and problem solve. So I want you to look at the rest of this video, and just analyze how they react, analyze. And I know this video is cut and edited, and I'm sure they're not going to show a 30-minute crying session from Dad. However, that's not what I'm asking you guys to overlook. What I'm asking you guys to really listen to is the questions that they ask when they're discussing the car in the reservoir.
Yes, sir.
How in the could they have missed it? That's impossible.
And in our investigation coming into this,
Remember, Daniel Rodni, Kiely's dad, who is divorced from Lindsay Rodni, or Lindsay, the mom, he was just told before he got there that she's in the water. Observe his demeanor. This is Grandpa. This is Grandpa on the right. Grandpa owns the lodge, the Lost Trail Lodge, or I guess they both do. Grandpa started it, but then passed it down to son. That Lost Trail Lodge is now on sale for $1 million. Okay, and I'm just giving you context, but look at their reactions. They just found out she's in the water.
this is just what we do. We find vehicles underwater. We specialize in it. I don't know what you guys know, and we don't always know the why. We just try to find the where, and that's why I can't relate with whatever you're speaking on right now.
Grandpa just asked, is the car upside down?
The car is upside down, but that's common when a car goes into water because the wheels make it buoyant.
And Dad just look at his hand signal, and then he just agrees. He's very calm.
Closed, probably.
All of the windows except for one. Yeah.
Okay, I need to stop pausing it. I'm gonna rewind it again from when they start talking to them, but just observe everything they say and what they do.
Coming into this, this is just what we do. We find vehicles underwater. We specialize in it. I don't know what you guys know, and we don't always know the why. We just try to find the where, and that's why I can't relate with whatever you're speaking on right now. The car is upside down, but that's common when a car goes into water because the wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
All of the windows except for one. Yes.
One's
Or up or
halfway
down?
down.
Which one?
One's all the way down.
So Nick is my diver.
Which
He-
window's up or down?
The what was it?
Driver rear.
Driver rear was down, and the passenger rear was halfway.
Is she seatbelted in?
No,
Is she in the driver's seat?
no,
She's not.
no.
She's
Is she in the back?
She's in the back.
Yes.
I would recommend.
Get out
It's
of
your
here.
daughter.
I
This your daughter, dude. Do what you want to do. I would
can't-
recommend this is not a
This-
part of
I
that.
can't
This.
see this.
Yeah.
I guess it's going
No,
to be my last
don't.
hurricane.
I'm Doug. Who are you
Or-
with? Who are you with?
Detective with Nevada County. So
Okay.
I want
That-
to be able to confirm everything that.
Yeah, behind me, the buoy under. We see the buoy behind me.
Okay.
14 feet under the buoy is her vehicle.
Okay. Were you able to catch all that? And I'm going to go back. But at first, let me get your opinion on everything you just heard. Ask me questions. Go ahead. And then I'll go back. Who asked the windows are closed? That was Grandpa. Grandpa asked if the windows were closed.
My diver was.
You have to remember, they were just told that Kiely's in the water. Besides the fact that they're not emotional, which is fine because everybody reacts to trauma differently. Yes, it's like almost they expected it. Okay, maybe. I don't know. I want to be able to say what I want to say without being accused of accusing other people. I just had some thoughts tonight and I want to share them with you. And you guys need to tell me that I'm wrong. Yeah, Dad's pissed. Hey, Utter Nutter, how are you? Hey, Joan, certified quality. Hey there. Princess Megan. Yes, I said hi. Hey. Look,
Okay.
I want to
That-
be.
this is what's not okay. This is what is weird to me, okay?
Except for one.
The first few questions they ask, actually, Grandpa asks if the car is upside down.
You know, we don't always know the why. We just try to find the where. And that's why I can't relate with whatever you're
Is the
speaking
car
on right now.
upside down?
Grandpa asks, is the car upside down? Why would Grandpa feel the need to ask that? Am I looking in too much into that? I'm going to go now step by step. Why did Grandpa ask, is the car upside down? I mean, is that a normal thing to ask? You just found out your granddaughter is in the lake? And your question is the car upside down? Hey, Matt. Good to see you guys. I miss you all very much. And thank you for being here. I know it's super late. Well, I'm not saying that they're sus, Crazy Purple. I'm asking you guys a question. You guys that are here, please tell me. Please tell me what. It's weird. You know what? I'm not even going to judge how calm they are because, like everybody's been telling me, everybody grieves differently. You think you'd want to know if the car was upside down, Hochi? Would that be one of the first questions? Is the car upside down? I mean, does that really matter? Stephanie, I don't know if I said hello. That's the parental grandpa. That is the dad of the paternal dad. But I'm gonna leave it here. I wanted to get yours opinion. If you're here listening to this, I'll play it again. Grandpa's one of his first questions was the car upside down? Why would it matter? Why do you ask that?
Lies in it.
Thank you. How in the could they have missed it?
That's impossible.
And in our investigation, this is just what we do.
That's fucking impossible. Okay.
We find vehicles underwater. We specialize in it.
Thank you.
I don't know what you guys know, and you know we don't always know the why. We just try to find the where, and that's why I can't relate with whatever you're
Is the
speaking on
car
right now
upside down?
because the wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
Oh, and the windows are closed, probably. That's Dad that said that. Dad says then the windows were closed probably.
On right now.
Upside down.
Lies in it. I don't know what you guys know, and we don't always know the why. We just try to find the where, and that's why I can't relate with whatever you're speaking on right now.
Upside down.
The car is upside down, but that's common when a car goes into water because the wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
And the windows are closed probably. Why is the family saying this kind of stuff? Oh, Lindsay's dad? Is that Lindsay's dad, Amy? Is it her dad? I thought it was his dad. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I see. I assumed. Okay. I assumed it was Lindsay's dad. I mean the dad's dad. Sorry. Kiely's dad and mom's dad. Wait, what? The Honda CRV also belonged to the mother, by the way. Hold on. I thought it. Okay, well, Grandpa is the one. I'm 50, the owner. I'm 56. I love the backcountry, but I don't want to sleep in a snow cave anymore, says Robertson, a former Nordic jumper who grew up in the gatekeeper's cabin at Dam. Robertson discovered the property 28 years ago on a backcountry trip. He fell in love with it, and in 1998, he was able to purchase the 2.5 acre from Walt Harvey, a Sacramento businessman who in the 1980s planned to develop a ski resort. Okay. Her dad owns it. Oh, so Grandpa is mom's dad. Okay. Oh, well, that makes sense. I'm sorry. And now I feel stupid. I feel like I did know this, but I forgot. Okay, that is. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you. This is why I need you guys here. Be real. Hi. Maybe, but isn't that weird, Utter Nutter? That is Kiely's real dad and Lindsay's dad. It's Kiely's dad and Kiely's mom's dad and two blurred out guys. One blurred out guy walks away. Right. It's not weird. Why shouldn't they be there? No. It's not that they shouldn't be there. I think what's odd to me are the questions they are asking after they find out that their baby girl is in the lake.
All of the windows except for one.
They're asking about what windows are up. Is the car upside down?
Is upside down, but that's common when a car goes into water because the wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
All of the windows except for one. Yes.
One's
Or up or
halfway down.
Which one?
One's all the way down.
So Nick is my diver.
Which windows up?
Who at which windows up? Dad asked, which windows up? Why does it matter?
Or down? Closed, probably.
All of the windows except for one. Yes.
One's
Or up or
halfway
down.
down.
Which one?
One's all the way down.
They're like, which one? Which one is it?
So Nick is my diver.
Which windows up? Or
Dad, Kylie's dad asked, which one is the window that's up or down?
down?
The what was it?
Driver rear.
Driver rear.
He's so calm. He just found out that day that she's in the water. I'm not accusing. I'm just asking why.
Was down and the passenger rear was halfway.
Is she seatbelted in?
Is she seat belted in? Is this the guy that's asking? The guy that's blurred out? Why is he asking, is she seat belted in? Why is the seatbelt so important? Why could she not get out? I mean, so shallow, right? Right. I would be like, are you sure it's her? Hi, Amy. And again, I am not saying, I'm very scared that this is going to be taken out of context. Like if I'm accusing them of anything, I'm not saying that. I'm just kind of leaning on you guys right now. If my brain is in a bad spot and I need to let it go. Do I need to let this go? But this is weird to me. That's it. That's it. Yeah, as if they were suspicious, as in not an accident. Seems dad is thinking if she was by herself in some kind of accident, windows would be up. But that's such a weird thing. My mom, like if I'm driving, I don't think my mom would ask something like that. Like, what was the position of the car? What were the windows like? Hey, Nancy. Part of the vehicle would be darker and not as visible. I think he was trying to be rationalize how they missed it. Okay, I like that, Cherokee. Thank you. Okay, I like that. See, thank you. I need your brains. Maybe to figure out if it was an accident or they talked about it. Okay, cool. They might deal with her water accident. They might deal with water accidents a lot. True, Joan. I think that's why they are talking. She should have been able to get out. Yeah, and they're like probably super calm, and they probably, I mean, and they know that she's an outdoorsy girl. I mean, she's not stupid enough to do something like this. I mean, she was raised in these woods. You know, she had her own snowmobile before she had a driver's license. So I think they're kind of, yeah, that's true. They're looking at it like, this is not right. How could they have missed this? Was the car upside down? Like maybe they're trying to evaluate whether this was an accident or not. What would I do without you guys, honestly? It's your channel. Yes, I know, but it's not just mine. It's ours because I can't talk to myself. I need to talk to you guys. If mom Lizzie's dad is there and dad is their grandpa, mom's side and dad are closer than Lizzie is with her own dad, we do know that there's a rift between mom. But yeah, Jennifer was saying that earlier too. Yeah, there's something weird going on there, but I don't know. The questions they ask are interesting to me. After they find she's there, and I think it's weird that, I don't know why, I think it's weird that grandpa's asking, was the car upside down? And dad is asking which windows were up. I don't know if that's a normal response, but then again, how many of us have had gone through this experience where we're finding a family member in a lake, you know? Hey, blue-eyed rabbit. Blue-eyed rabbit. I know she made a stink not to not be told when Kiely was found, but her dad and ex-husband sure showed up. Yeah. It's also guy talk pissed. Yeah, true. So I'm gonna keep playing this, and then what do you think? It's just weird though. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Keep listening though.
Is she in the driver's seat?
Grandpa asked, is she in the driver's seat? Is that a normal never mind. You're right. They're probably just trying to process. But why would you assume she wasn't in the driver's seat to ask that? I don't know.
No,
She's not.
no.
Is she in the back?
And then when they tell him, no, she's not in the driver's seat, Grandpa says, is she in the back? Adventures with Purpose didn't tell him before this. They just said we found her. They wanted to say the least, as much, the little as possible over the phone. But Grandpa right away, is she in the back? I'll rewind it.
The what was it?
Driver rear.
Driver rear was down, and the passenger rear was halfway.
Is she seatbelted in?
No,
Is she in the driver's seat?
no,
She's not.
no.
She's
Is she in the back?
She's in the back.
Yes.
I would recommend.
Get out
It's
of
your
here.
daughter.
Oh, dude. Oh, so it's Grandpa says so. So Doug says, I would recommend, and then Doug pauses, and then Grandpa, I guess it's just his reaction. He says, get out of here.
In the driver's seat?
No,
She's not.
no.
She's
Is she in the back?
She's in the back.
Yes.
I would recommend.
Get out
It's
of
your
here.
daughter.
I
This
can't.
this
Get out of here. I would recommend, and then Grandpa says, get out of here. Like as in we need it. Like I'm gonna get like to leave. But the first thing that Grandpa, like, that's what he says. Grandpa says to get out of here. I don't know. Let me read your comments. And then I'll play it again if you want me to. I just don't know what my brain's at, y'all. Honestly, I don't know where my brain's at right now, and I need to talk it out with you guys. SF Investigate claims he is a bird guy. Oh, okay. I don't know. Hi, Funky Chick. Aloha, just found your channel. I am dramatized by the other ones in my time zone. Is in last, so mahalo. Oh, you're in Hawaii for being on at this time. Well, I'm glad you're here. And please add to the conversation. The more brains here, the better. I think Amy says, I think the whole thing is kind of crazy. I would be on the ground, not sane enough to ask detailed questions. I see, and that's what Jennifer was talking about as well, that she's like, I would not be like that. But see, these are dudes, maybe I would be hysterical. I'd be trying to get in that water and pull my baby out. But see, that's just me. These are men. They react differently to things. But it's just, I don't understand the questions and the line of questions. And then Doug, after he explains everything, he says, I would recommend. And then Grandpa just says to get out of here. Why would you want to get out of there? Don't you want to be there when they pull her out? Like, are you afraid of something? Again, I'm not trying to accuse. I'm just asking questions. So please, please, please don't use what I say out of context. It's pretty popular right now. I have some also. And who has two bird guys hovering over them, butting in? Yeah, true. Well, I mean, to be real, you have to sign a release if you want. Like, if people want to use your face and your words, you have to sign a release. And then maybe these guys didn't sign a release. Her sleeping looks like. Has anyone seen pic of her sleeping looks like back of her car? I know that Zap Girl has been talking about like that, a lot of that, but I haven't looked into that. I just like to look at the stuff that we know that's like legitimate. I thought they looked more concerned than the mom. Well, they're there, right? And then backseat. Yes. Well, backseat, but it didn't. But why ask that is what I'm saying. Is she in the back? He doesn't say, is she in the passenger seat or anything. He says, is she in the back? So Dad asks, is she strapped in? And then Grandpa says, is she in the back? And remember that the tow truck driver talks about, this Kiely person asking how to be strapped in. Like, seat belts are a thing. Or, oh. Yeah, that is weird. They assume she was driving. That's why they asked. Yeah, true, Richard, and hello. However, they go from, was she in the passenger seat to, is she in the back? See, I could also be looking too much into this. Maybe they did mean the back seat. You're right. I don't know. The line of questions are weird. But again, I'm looking too much into it. The blurry guys are with AWP, says Amy. Okay. Be real. We don't know how much they knew before this clip. That's very true. And that's why we only see an edited version. You don't know if they were crying for an hour before they shot this. I mean, I don't think AWP is going to release 30 minutes of Dad crying. They're professionals. They're just trying to put out a video to show their work. So yes, maybe we don't see how much time they were there crying. After they emotionally got over it, then they started asking these critical questions, right? Because they assumed there was foul play too. That could also be the thing. I could also be looking at this the totally wrong way and assuming that they knew what happened to her. But at the same time, they're the ones that showed up there. And after they had their time to accept that she was there and grieve, that's when they started, like, I feel like most men do, start asking these critical questions to help them rationalize how this could have happened to their baby girl. Did I just rant? I did. I apologize. But you guys make me better. You think so, Joan? They all side like, oh, they think, oh shoot, not an accident. True. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Very, very true. Is someone asking for the link? I'll share it. Here we go, y'all. But thank you for letting me kind of say my piece here. I'm not quite done, but I'll put the link up because Utter said I had to. And I love her. I want to know if if was more looking like an accident or foul play. If she's belted, it looked more like an accident. Well, someone that's super drunk, would they belt themselves? I still don't believe this was an accident either way, because if the tow truck driver, if what he says is true, which it probably is, if there's video of it or whatever, then there's no way that she put herself in the lake after the party if she was not at the lake, if she was by Boca. You know what I mean? I have a working theory. I have been in limbo. Not to sound strange, but they run a hippie retreat. Yeah, they do. I mean, it's a retreat. It's a lodge where it's a off the grid kind of place. He's telling the dad to leave. In my opinion, he knows the dad would be broken. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They don't want to see her like that. Yeah, but they don't have to. I mean, the car is going to be pulled out. I don't know. See, who identified the body then? Like, if the dad and grandpa don't want to see her, then who went in and actually said that's Kiely? Because AWP only confirmed that it was her in the car from diving in, but is that legal? I mean, could they have did I don't know. See, I have questions about that too, but see, really the issue is with the questions that they were asking after. I think they just don't want their last memory to be like this. Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree. I think in this moment they are stunned she was not found before, and they voice that. They do voice that. That's true, Nancy. It's like, how could they fucking miss this? And yeah, then they are asking about a window and which window, and was the car upside down? Yes, I agree, Richard. It's 10,000 times weirder, mom's Maya than. But see, then if we're gonna sympathize with dad and grandpa about their decisions when they were there, then how can we judge mom for being there? Maybe mom doesn't even want to go there, period, because it's gonna traumatize her. Mom is more of like this free spirit that wants to throw a concert to deal with her. Like, how can we judge mom for not being there? Like, if you're gonna sympathize with everybody, then you have to be fair and sympathize with everybody, not just dad and grandpa. You have to sympathize with mom too. Maybe mom doesn't even want to go to where her daughter, to the daughter's resting, or where daughter passed. I think he's warning him the bodies have been in the water for 2 weeks. It's not going to be nice at all. Yeah, but she's in the car. I don't. Yeah. Well, Ellie made it to get out of there. If I was a family member, I would be so pissed at Ilya. I would get out of there before I'm on camera beating their ass. Yeah, but the family members, they don't have to. They can say, don't put this on TV, and they don't have to. But then again, I do wonder how, Kylie's mom, dad, and family felt about the news living the removal of the car from the lake. And I'm a little back in chat. I'm sorry. Back of hat. She was in how AW found her. Yes. The law enforcement probably knew enough already. Yeah. I put the link in there. Did you guys get it, Capricious? Sorry. Yeah. Could they have been notified already about the tow truck driver? Maybe. I don't know. That's a good question, though. And the fact two of them aren't even family, but seem to be on the same page with the emotions and questions and thinking is very telling. Yeah. Up I go. You're doing great. Thank you. You guys are awesome. You're so beautiful, Crazy Purple. I'm trying to get. I want to see everything you guys are saying, because you guys are you guys are way smarter than me. Saying what, utter? Mom doesn't want to move Jaggers. Oh, okay. I sympathize with Kiely wanting to get out of there, but not this way. Yes, I know that Kiely wanted to get out of this town. Honestly, I'm trying to be as respectful as possible. Yes, and I'm not judging mom. I mean, everybody has like different lifestyles and different everything. So, like, again, we can't. I'm not trying to judge. I think it's just interesting. Hey, Amy, and thank you, Amy. Just the questions they were asking, and I was going one way about it, but now after talking to you guys, I kind of feel a different way. So I almost want to thank you guys, because sometimes I jump the gun too quickly, Joan, I hear Jagger saying, oh, I think Dad and Grandpa wanted to too, but with Kiely, yeah. I remember that Grandpa taught Kiely at first how to like play music and everything. I just don't understand, like, the questioning. I guess that's true. They probably had so much time to mourn already after the AWP called them and says, and your baby's here, and yeah, they probably cried for a while and mourned. But then after that, they, how men are. They ask these kind of questions like, what was the position of the car? What windows were down? Whatever. Maybe they're just trying to also problem solve because they also have a feeling that it was not an accident because they know they raised their baby girl to be an outdoorsy, smart girl. But you still have people that that assume that she was irresponsible and got drunk and drove into the lake. I mean, I don't know. I'm going through both of them as much as I can, but I'm going to play a little bit of this more. And with that being said,
Your daughter to do what you want to do. I would recommend this is not a part of that. This,
See this.
yeah.
It's going to be my last memory.
I'm Doug. Who are you with? Who are you with?
Detective with Nevada County. SL.
Okay.
I want
That-
to be able to confirm everything that.
Yeah, behind me, the buoy under. You see the buoy behind me?
Okay.
14 feet under the buoy is her vehicle. My diver was able to identify there are remains in the back.
The specialty search and rescue team, Adventures with Purpose, say that they have located the body and vehicle of the missing teen. They say they found Rodni inside her car, which is in just 14 feet of water. The team says they've notified family.
okay, so yes, where is Jennifer? The link is down there. Or I put it there. Okay, so basically you guys are telling me that am I looking too much into the questions that dad and grandpa were asking? It was just, I don't know. This grandpa right away asked, is the car upside down? But yes, that's probably why they didn't see it. Because the sun was not shining on the car, so they couldn't see a reflection. However, if you look at the drone footage, you can see the car, I think. And then they're asking about windows, specific, what's open, what's closed, and then was she in the back? I mean, I have questions about this community in general, but I'm not going to get into that right now anyway. But and grandpa is grandpa the one that's selling the lodge, right?
This is just what we do. We find vehicles underwater. We specialize in it. I don't know what you guys know, and we don't always know the why. We just try to find the where, and that's why I can't relate with whatever you're speaking on right now.
Upside down?
The car is upside down, but that's common when a car goes into water because the wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
All of the windows except for one. Yes.
One's
Or up or
halfway down.
Which one?
One's all the way down.
So Nick is my diver.
Which
He-
windows up?
Why would they want to know which window's up, which window's down? Hey, DMX Apex Club, and I appreciate your opinion here. Just I still want to keep it as respectful as possible here, and you know what I mean. So just an FYI. Dad knew what a good driver Kiely was. That video of her driving through the tunnel could be why Dad is asking these questions. Very true, Blue. And that link is open for anybody. Just know that I can be rude sometimes and interrupt because I'm a bully, maybe. Or maybe I have some attention disorder that I don't allow people to finish because I already have something to say anyway. Sorry. But that link is there. But I don't know. It's weird. This is where I just overanalyzed everything.
But that's common when a car goes into water because the wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
All of the windows.
Why did he say, and the windows are closed? Probably. Why? And the windows are closed? Probably. And that's aside from knowing your daughter is a good driver or not. Are you assuming that she has? Well, then I don't know. But why? But why say that? And her windows are closed? Probably. What? Why is that something to say? Just that one statement. Someone help me.
That's why I can't relate with whatever you're
Is the
speaking
car
on right now.
upside down?
The car is upside down, but that's common when a car goes into water because the wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
All the windows except for one.
And the windows are closed, probably. Could someone help me out here with that? And the windows are closed, probably. Is that not weird? Or I'm just being weird, right?
Yes. But that's common when a car goes into water because the wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
All the windows except for one.
Yeah, you're right. They probably know something we don't. That's true, Joan. To try to figure out if she had a way out of the car. But why would they say, oh, yeah, that's true, Blue Eye Bandit? That's true. That's true because yeah, she went down in the car and there's no way she would have gotten down, right? Because all the windows were up. That's why he says, and the windows were up probably, because they know if the windows were down, she probably would have made her way out. Damn it, dude. You guys, this is why I need you. That's true. They were trying to figure out if she had a way out of the car to see if it's foul play. Yes, Blue Eye. Yes. Yes. Damn. I can't do this without you guys. There's, Jennifer Adderman. I think they figured out foul play for a while. I think they're planning to get out because Lodge was up for sale before this happened and before they could jet with their little girl. I heard. Interesting. I heard no local would hide a car in there. Yeah, no, I agree with that, Hochi. Absolutely. They just said only one was down. Okay, so you caught it too, right? But then they say that another one was down, right? Okay. I like your ears, funky chick. You guys are freaking smart. All of you guys. Okay, I'll play it again and listen. Listen to the details.
That's why I can't relate with whatever you're speaking on right now.
Is the car upside down?
The car is upside down, but that's common when a car goes into water because the wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
All the windows except for one. Yes.
One's
Are up or
halfway
down?
down.
Which one?
One's all the way down.
So Nick is my diver.
Which window's up or down?
The, what was it?
Driver rear.
Driver rear was down and the passenger rear was halfway.
Is she seatbelted in?
No.
There you go. DMX Club says, yeah, Joan, she did nail it. She did. You guys should come up. If you want to chat, let's chat. It's fine. Just know that I'm rude and I interrupt a lot, but I don't mean it personally. They know something, plus the SUV was upside down due to side back window was halfway down. Flood one side first and flip. Is that true, DMS? Interesting. Okay, I forgot to confirm the windows. Yeah, and maybe at this moment they could have misspoke.
She in the driver's
But they did say one window was all the way down. But then he said one window was all the way down and the other one was halfway down.
Right now.
upside down?
The car is upside down, but that's common when a car goes into water because the wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
All the windows except for one. Yes.
One's
Are up or
halfway
down?
down.
Which one?
One's all the way down.
So Nick.
But see, he says but they ask which one. Yeah, you're right. It's like they know that there was foul play because it doesn't make sense to them. Yeah, DMS, I've been following this too for a while. Thank you, Funky Chick. You're awesome. Doug is the guy with the beard, y'all. Yes. Do you know? You're saying what we're thinking and don't say. Heart, great job. Oh. No, Daniel, I'm not gonna go to sleep. Okay, I'm gonna keep playing it though. But okay, Daniel, if you're here, listen to this is when Dad and Grandpa find out she's in the water, and listen to the questions they ask. It's weird.
Yes, sir.
How in the could they have missed it?
That's impossible.
And in our investigation coming into this, this is just what we do. We find vehicles underwater. We specialize in it. I don't know what you guys know, and we don't always know the why. We just try to find the where, and that's why I can't relate with whatever you're speaking on right now.
Upside down?
The car is upside down, but that's common.
Wait, did you guys hear what Doug just said? He said, I can't relate to what you guys are speaking of right now, and we don't know what you know. So you guys are right. You guys are right because they do know way more. I think early on they have been told by investigators that there is foul play going on because look what Doug says or listen to, sorry.
I don't know what you guys this is just what we do. We find vehicles underwater. We specialize in it. I don't.
Well, and so Dad says, "Thank you. And then he points to the water. I'm thinking that he told investigators like she's here. If something bad happened to, she's here. But I think he's refraining from saying anything because this is going to be broadcasted.
I don't know what you guys. This is just what we do. We find vehicles underwater. We specialize in it. I don't know what you guys know, and we don't always know the why. We just try to find the where, and that's why I can't relate with whatever you're speaking on right now.
Upside down?
The car is upside down, but that's common when a car goes into water because the wheels make it buoyant.
You know what? And I don't think, it seems like the mother is more invested in this community, in my opinion. I'm not saying that she's doing anything wrong, but she's more invested and loves being there maybe more than, she divorced her husband, or they divorced. I don't know the story behind that, and I'm not here to judge that. However, and then Grandpa is trying to sell the lodge. It just seems like people are trying to separate themselves from this area. It's interesting, the dynamics of a town like this. I suppose it's interesting also because it's a place where people go to unplug from the world. Kiely's mom really loves that lifestyle. I don't know about Grandpa's trying to sell the lodge, and Dad is just doing his thing. I don't know, Mom remarried. I mean, it's interesting, the dynamics of it. I don't know. It just makes you think. And then this conversation just, I don't know. Let me see the comments. Yes, thank you for being here. Yes, what you're speaking of. Yeah, I don't think Ellie wanted AWP involved. Well, I don't know. It's interesting, I feel, because law enforcement never kind of gives gratitude to AWP, but also doesn't talk smack about them. But I think they have to remain neutral and then just kind of be professional and move forward now that she's been found. Hey, Jody, how are you? Thank you for being here. What's your opinion? I'm a little far behind. Joan, they blew the dad off, Ellie, and he probably was saying check here, and they said we check it. That's true, Joan. Very true, because it seems that way. He probably said like I just want it, and then and then Doug kind of cuts him off and says, I don't know what you know. I don't know what you're speaking of. We just came here and searched it. And remember, Doug says, he says, if we haven't searched it, in our opinion, it hasn't been searched. Not doxing law enforcement, but he just says that they like to be thorough, which is why AWP, they're amazing. They're amazing. Where are you located? I'm in Hawaii, last time zone ever. It's you are doing great. Sure. Thanks. I'm in US, I'm in Texas. So it's 4 a.m. for me, but I have weekends off, so it's all good. Yeah, it's selling for like $1 million. Yes. The whole truck, you're Children of the Corn movie. You think so? I had that feeling too. Hey, Red Black. Jennifer Bradford, good point. I thought the same. If it's 14 feet of water, then you have to allow for the height of the car to, Yep. Love you, babe. I'm going back to sleep. I love you too. By the way, Daniel's not with me this weekend, but he's still listening. He went to celebrate his dad's 60th birthday, but I had to stay home because I worked all day today ish. The dynamics could be emotive, you think, Joan? I really think dad and granddad knew some BS before Kylie graduated and were planning to leave ASAP after graduation. Maybe that's true. Hey. Hey, Jody. Is that cheap? Do you know? I'm trying to get to the comment. Daniel San says, Jody. I'm really sad the mom hasn't acknowledged it. Well, I mean, she doesn't have to. Technically, you can't judge her for saying thanks, AWP, because she's not saying F you, law enforcement, either. You know, she's just kind of like just trying to stay out of the limelight at this point. She's just trying to grieve, right? But it is weird she hasn't said thank you, but AWP doesn't do this for thank yous either. You know what I mean? So I think we just want AWP to, get a thank you, but I think the thank you is just her being found, maybe. Okay, I think I caught up. Okay, cool. You guys are awesome. Thank you for talking and interacting with me. So I'm replaying this part a lot, I know, because I really want to get y'all's opinion on this.
And the windows are closed, probably.
All the windows except for one. Yes.
One's
Are up or
halfway
down?
down.
Which one?
One's all the way down.
So
Why does he ask which one though? Which window?
Nick is my diver.
Which
He-
window's up?
Which
Okay.
window's up? Why does he want to know? I don't know. I'm sorry. Or which window's down?
Down?
The what was it?
Driver rear.
Driver rear was down, and the passenger rear was halfway.
Is she seatbelted in?
No,
Is she in the driver's seat?
no,
She's not.
no.
She's
Is she in the back?
She's in the back.
Yes.
I would recommend.
Get out
It's
of
your
here.
daughter.
I
This your daughter, dude. Do what you want to do. I would recommend this is not a part of
I
that.
can't
This.
see this.
Yeah.
I guess it's going
No,
to be my last
don't.
memory.
Well, okay, so right there, AWP saying like, we're still making video right now, so this is gonna be on YouTube for everyone to see. So you can get out of our camera, whatever. But this is like the last that they filmed.
I'm Doug. Who are you with? Who are you with?
And so like police comes here, police is getting there. Dad leaves when police gets there. What did you think that police would want dad to stay there? And also this kind of confirms detective with Nevada County. So it's no longer Truckee, this is Nevada County. Yeah, it's true, Little Funky. I think I'm just being too hard, right?
Okay.
And too analytical on everybody. Hold on. See. I love you, babe. Get some sleep. Hey there, Jody is cool. Why did Doug say only one window was down? You can see in the video front passenger was down or broken out and the driver's side back seat window was down part way. Child safety window. I'll go back and review that right now, but he said only one window was down. I think there are other lives where Doug goes and confirms what actually was and wasn't. But someone earlier, I don't know who it was, and I apologize, but they did ask, why was it that Nick was the one that found this and not Doug? But they have been trying to expand their team. So my theory was early on that I don't think they were expecting to find her in the lake. And I think that's why Nick was helping Doug. I mean, Doug was in the water too. They were both in the water searching, going from two different parts of the lake. It just so happened that Nick was the one that found her or found the car. But imagine how much longer it would have taken if it was only Doug searching. See, now you have two men on the water searching. It's going to take half the time to find vehicles because these bodies of water are large. So it's actually kind of a blessing in disguise that this was Nick's first training situation because they put him there for this. They found her quick. You know? They found her quick. Let me look at this. Mom's angry at the moment. Yes, Ochi. No, she doesn't, but she still blatantly doesn't acknowledge that at all. She doesn't. She doesn't. That's true. Well, she hasn't to cameras anyway. And that is the question. They don't need it, but as mom, I would feel, yeah. Well, again, the way she's grieving maybe is it's personal, right? I'm learning not to be so judgmental of everybody. You're selling cheap. You're selling cheap and selling before Kylie graduates so they can jet with her after graduation. You think so, Crazy Purple? I think that Kylie wanted to get out of trucking. I don't think she liked it. I think there was some bad stuff going on, but that's my personal opinion, not facts, okay? Am I wrong for question? Certified quality, hi. Am I wrong for telling off a friend who made Icy Lady put yes? I don't know, certified quality. I hope you figure it out. He wants to know because he's forming his own opinion. Yes. We're all happy, Utter Nutter here, and Jody and Hoji and all my OGs. Thank you, Little Funky. Yeah, the window part is confusing, right? DMS Apex Club. Confirmed driver's side window got broken while flipping the SUV. Yes, that is true. It was broken while it was flipped. Do you think that was it broken when the car flipped as it went in the water? It was practice for Nick because they're starting two teams. Yes. Do we know? Yeah, because they're growing. I mean, imagine if AWP can be on two sides of the world at the same time. We do not know about her phone. I mean, we only knew about her laptop being found because a YouTuber found it. You're good, DMS. Thank you for being here. I'm older and was raised by older parents, so I just look at things as an older person, benefits of the doubt, trying to put myself in their shoes while being a mom of teenager. I understand. Funky chick. Absolutely. And we're here to just talk about it. I suppose, I'm not here to solve it, but I just think it's weird, this part. AWP probably needed to be careful what they said to family members because of the information that may have been shared given possibly foul play. Yeah. It broke when Ellie flipped the car. See, and then people give AWP a rap because Nick came out of the water and said, it looks suspicious to me. I don't think that was wrong for Nick to say because AWP doesn't work for law enforcement. They don't. And I trust their integrity and what they say. And I believe that there are people that if they got something wrong, they would go on record and say, we were wrong, or I messed up, or we were, they will own up to what they say in their words. So, but they're allowed to give their opinion because they're professionals. They do this often. They're the ones that found her, not law enforcement. And I don't think that, in my opinion, I don't think Nick only said it was foul play because of where Kylie was found in the vehicle. I feel like he assumed it was foul play because law enforcement didn't find the vehicle right away. So add to the fact that the vehicle was so close to the shore, 55 yards, and law enforcement, who said they had dive teams in there and searched extensively, and even Nick says it on video, how could they have missed this? I think that adds on to his thought process in saying it doesn't seem right. And I'm going to finish playing this a little bit because I need to take a quick restroom break. Just FYI.
I want to be able to confirm everything.
One window is all the way down. Call the authorities.
We help families all across the nation, and when we find out, they are notified first. So we're going to notify them first. My very next call will be the local authorities.
Right there with the red thing?
Yes, sir.
How in the could they have missed it?
That's impossible.
And in our investigation coming into this, this is just what we do. We find vehicles underwater. We specialize in it. I don't know what you guys know, and we don't always know the why. We just try to find the where, and that's why I can't relate with whatever you're speaking on right now.
Upside down?
The car is upside down, but that's common when a car goes into water because the wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
All of the windows except for one. Yes.
One's halfway down.
Which one?
One's all the way down.
So Nick is my diver.
Which window's up or down?
The what was it?
Driver rear.
Driver rear was down, and the passenger rear was halfway.
Is she seatbelted in?
No,
Is she in the driver's seat?
no,
She's not.
no.
She's
Is she in the back?
She's in the back.
Yes.
I would recommend.
Get out
It's
of
your
here.
daughter.
I
This your daughter. Do what you want to do. I would recommend this is not a part of
I
that.
can't
This.
see this. I
Yeah.
guess it's going
No,
to be my last
don't.
memory. I can't-
I'm Doug. Who are you with? Who are you with?
Detective with Nevada County. So
Okay.
I want
That-
to be able to confirm everything that.
Yeah, behind me, the buoy under. You see the buoy behind me? 14 feet under the buoy is her vehicle. My diver was able to identify there are remains in the back.
The specialty search and rescue team, Adventures with Purpose, say that they have located the body and vehicle of the missing teen. They say they found Rodni inside her car, which is in just 14 feet of water. The team says they've notified family and law enforcement. Placer County Sheriff's Office will now be taking over the investigation.
She was last seen around midnight at a high school graduation party with more than 100 people. Kiely had texted her mother that night, telling her she would be leaving the party in about 45 minutes, and her mom texted her to be safe and told her she loved her. She said her daughter texted, "Okay, Mom, I love you too." Kiely's silver Honda SUV had never been found until reportedly today.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Thank you. Let me keep up with the chat here because you guys are like saying some really good things. Nope, I think if it was broke when entering water, there would be glass. No, I'm saying like when the car flipped over after it entered the water, would it be possible? But again, I don't know what I'm talking about. In previous lives, there are people that make it very apparent that I should not be spreading misinformation, and because I don't know anything about how gravity works or cars in water, so I'm not going to say anything because I was bullied a little bit, but that's okay. Windows broken while the dive team was flipping the SUV was up when Nick seen it. Yes, I'm going to go back and look at that. One side, blue eye banded. One side broke when law enforcement flipped the car. We know the passenger. We don't know how it broke or when. Yes. WP has a right to their opinion. I agree. Amy, I was thinking the mom is just trying to hold on to Kiely. I don't know really. No, but Nick's experience, they used him for a reason. Yeah, aren't these guys are like Army military veterans? And when AWP think that it's sus, they look around at all the ALE and they were like, "Oh shoot, we gotta go." Yeah, passenger window was down, confirmed by Nick footage. I'll go back and show that. It's just I actually I've only watched the. If I'm going to be honest here with you guys, I can't watch this video by myself. I can't watch this Kiely found video that AWP put out by myself because whenever I get to the footage of the car being underwater, I can't watch it because it scares me. It's scarier to me than a scary movie because it's real, like it just happened and there's video of it, and I get chills, and emotionally I can't watch that by myself. I will watch it with you guys right now, but if I'm sitting in my living room by myself and I'm watching Nick's footage of the car being evaluated, I cannot watch it. I've watched it maybe once, twice. I can't watch it by myself. I'm sorry. It's weird for me. I'm not sure what she's thinking, or or if she is right now at Joan. Yeah, they did search it extensively. I made a video about that too, y'all. Didn't AWP say they had a weird vibe about all this? I I don't know. I don't remember them saying that. But again, I haven't watched this episode very often. Yes. Yep, he just said who called AWP to come out. Yes. I think Nick saw something. Yes. Oh yeah, I did see this. I would recommend punching the bird guy. So if I'm driving, I don't put a passenger side window down and not my own car window. It was also Nick's first dive, plus the body. That's hard. Yes. My mom didn't want anything to do with AWP, so none is close to them, Mom. DMS says Nick actually didn't do what Doug instructed Nick to do, which is, did you miss which, like WITCH? Okay. I'm not doing that to make fun of you. It's just that I've been triggered. Hold on. Because someone has come after me and claimed that they were like a witch, and that freaked me out. So like now I'm just scared. I'm scared of people, y'all. Like I'm scared to go live. But I wasn't making fun of the spelling. It's just that someone came after me and was like, I'm a witch. I'm gonna put a spell on you. I was like, okay. Yeah, the granddad is still there. Place her boat. That's true. They're still there. They know what they're doing. Nick, the tow truck dude, fit. Do you think Nick, the tow truck driver, was maybe? Do you think there was the same company that pulled the boat out of the car? That pulled the car out of the lake. And sorry, you guys. I really want to listen to what you guys are saying, so I'm going through the comments. They know what they're doing. Oh yes. My first thought when AWP found her was the car went in after the initial search. That's what I still think that. It's the only logical explanation since Ellie said they searched there. But then they said they didn't. No, I think that it was placed after the fact. Because I'm not ready to insult the intelligence of over 20 local and federal agencies. I agree, Jody. Sorry if I got the wrong window. No, you're good, Utter. I don't know. Yep. That's right, dude. That's a good point. Little Funky Chick says the rotor asked Nick happened, so that would explain the car being placed there, right? Right? That is so true, y'all. That is so true. Man, that's so true. It is such a good thought. And if you guys have something to say about it, just come up. I'm going to stream your link there again. Yours very sweet, Crazy Purple. You guys are amazing. You guys are very cute. You might want to just put a trigger alert when you lost something. I think I trust people when they're listening to decide when not to listen to anymore. I don't think adults need a warning. I think the people that usually come around here are like, on the more older, responsible side. So, yeah. Especially, like for me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Trigger alert when you watch some things. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I try to separate myself emotionally so I'm able to speak about these things, because if not, then I can't. So I just detach myself a little bit. So that's where that comes from. I'm not like this cold person. A long time ago, I wanted to be a police officer, detective. So sometimes you kind of have to emotionally detach yourself to see facts, That's just where I come from. Make the tow truck dude first into their normal routine. They look Yeah, that's true. I mean, the tow truck driver kind of distracted them. The tow truck driver knew they were coming in, but so did Sammy. So I don't know. We're out here support. It's actually my job here. I take it seriously. I'm not joking. It's not your job, Jody, but you're amazing. I appreciate you being here. Because it's possible. Because it's possible. It is, little funky chick. It's possible. I appreciate you, Amy, being here, and y'all's opinions are valued as well. I don't get discouraged. I get kind of scared, actually. So funky chick. Yeah, I think it was either placed afterwards or Placer County kept Nevada drive team away and tried to keep AW play. Plus, if party happened, like they said, there were too many people. Yeah, it's weird. Or there was some sort of cover, like, because you have to remember, these people that were. This is not okay. So this is like a tourist town, right? You have Kiely lived at a lodge. It's more of a, like, they need tourists to go there. It's kind of like a stop between Reno and whatever else is going on in California. Just like where I live, there are small towns in between, like South Padre Island and the main cities in Texas. So this was a tourist area. So, people from out of town that are just driving by, they probably like come to these parties. Crazy Purple Kirby's coming up, but let me show you real quick. Just give me a second. What was it? Rookie, California. I see you there. Just give me a second, okay? Look where Trucky's at. The Donner Party thing was so weird. I just started watching the on Netflix. What's it called? I'm not gonna go there yet. Okay, so basically, to me, Truckee just seems like a place to stop between Reno and Sacramento, California. It's on a major highway by a lake, so it's like a tourist. It's by the national forest, so people from all over come here to vacation. So, I mean, why do you think that lodge is worth $1 million? It's a tourist attraction. This whole place, the Lake Tahoe, and then the surrounding lakes. Hold on, I'm charging my computer. Give me a second. I'm gonna let you up here, Crazy Purple. Give me a second, and then I'm gonna read the comments as well. Yes, the Jeffrey Dahmer Joan. You know what I'm talking about. Yes, I watched half of the first episode. Okay, here you go. Hey, Crazy Purple. Can you hear me?
Hey. Yep. I'm just up here in case somebody wants to cast a spell on you. I'll be right here with you getting that same spell.
Yeah, you better not be casting it, though.
No, I'm not casting it, but if they want to say some shit, here I am too. So send the spells. Come on.
No, don't encourage that. Don't bring that up anymore, actually, if that's okay.
No problem. I just didn't want you to be alone in that shit.
No, I'm not alone because I have you guys always. Let's see. But okay, so what do you think about the stuff that I've been kind of talking about? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that or what do you think? Or if you got anything out of that.
Well, I think they're selling the lodge pretty cheap because they were trying to get the hell up out of there and they didn't care about the money. They just wanted to get out of there, their baby girl, and they didn't get out of there soon enough. They were waiting for her to graduate, and they probably would have left the lodge up for sale while they left. and plans got messed up. I think they knew more about up there than they wanted to, and they're not as accepting as the flower hippie community is, I guess.
Well, Blue Eye Bandit asked, do you think that the two people who were murdered the same night, same area, are related? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Like, are you talking about the couple that was found, that was driving uh through that area, that passed, had in that car accident? $1 million is not much for a property. Well, I think it's a lot, but I'm not rich, so
It is a lot of money for us, but that lodge is worth way more than $1 million.
yeah, you're probably right.
And they thought that getting the heck up out of there with Kiely as soon as she graduated was worth way more than them making any kind of profit on their house and lodge and all that.
Do you think that grandpa and dad were trying to get Kiely out of there? That's why they're like, hey, graduate early and we'll move the hell out of California. We'll go somewhere else.
I think they were ready to go before Kiely graduated, but they were waiting for her to graduate, and she was already on the right path. So they put the house up for sale right before graduation, and we're ready to dip. Even if it wasn't the same place as Kiely, they were there to protect her until they could get out of there. And they're probably not only pissed off that this stuff happened before they could get out of there, but they're probably mad at the mom for letting her go to the party and not keep her in sight because they knew the shady stuff going on up there.
And again, I just want to, and if you're a mod here, maybe just remind people that what you and I are talking, or what's happening right now, is just a theory. Like, I'm not a news channel, but I do only like to look at the stuff that is legitimate, if that makes sense, right? Like, I'm not looking at a gossip channel right now and giving my thoughts on that. We're looking at what we see, the facts, the dad and the grandpa, and how they react to things, and then coming up with our own ideas of it, and absolutely not saying that it's true.
Yeah, that's why I have to say I think, because really I don't know. And I don't know if we'll ever know, because it's going to be a tragic accident. But I don't know if it's for sure, but either the granddad or the dad either got like their own private investigator after this or something. So they're wanting to press it longer, I think. I can't remember correctly because I've been trying to pull myself away because it's driving me nuts. But I think one of them or both of them have gotten people from out of the area to reinvestigate. And if you saw just right before this, it says, okay, we're going to let Placer County take over. And it had the Placer County boat right there. And everybody's like, no, Placer County didn't pull the boat out of the water. It was Nevada or whatever. Okay. But if you see in that video right there, Placer County, but we saw Nevada dive team, were they told by Placer County not to look in that area? Because AWP was told not to look in that area. So what's going on, Placer County?
Right. And so I'm looking at the Zillow listing here. You guys can look at it too. It's there. I've never seen this before, so I'm kind of looking at it with you guys. Listing agreement, exclusive right, price range, 1.8 million. Listing terms, cash. You have to pay cash. Who pays cash?
It might be two different prices, cash price and a finance. I don't know. They'd probably just want to get the heck out of there because that is a low price for that.
The value is going down. It shows you here. See how I interrupted? I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
And it's dropped. The value has dropped. Even before Kiely went missing, it was listed for 1.9 million on 7/10/22. So it's been going down. 8/19, the price, it went down 5.4%. It's been dropping. And then the listing was removed on July the 3rd. What? That's interesting. And they've been trying to sell it, and then yeah, but see, in 2013 it was 2 million. Why is it so low now? You're right. You guys are right. It is way cheaper now. Huh.
And we all know how the price of inflation's gone up, but their prices are going down.
That is very true. Keep an eye on the chat for me, because I'm looking at this and I'm like, what? That's crazy. Hold on. Facts and features. It's built in 2003. What? Gas with stove. Okay, cool. Oh, that is weird. Water, river, creek, gently rolling. Okay, whatever. Home, single family. Nothing weird there. Property condition, used like new. It was built in 2003. Okay. I don't know. Region Truckee. Subdivision, Donner Lake. Listing agreement, exclusive right. I don't know. I'm just kind of like reading this out loud, y'all. Sorry. But it's now 1.6 million. Monthly cost. What is this? Down payment assistance? No. Similar homes. Neighborhood. Okay. Are you still here, Crazy Purple?
Yeah, I was just going to Google. In the chat, there was a question on what school Kiely was going to. So I was going to Google it. I think it was in Washington, but I can't remember.
She was homeschooled.
Yeah, but her college. Well, it was
Oh.
like a charter school. She was homeschooled and chartered school, but I think she was going to college in Washington. I was getting ready to Google before I said anything while you were looking at the Zillow when I was listening.
I would think though that go ahead, yeah, let me know. I would think though that the property would be valued. Yeah, it was though. It was valued at 2 point something million, but like a couple years ago. They had the whole Saturday night to dump the SUV when it happened. Water levels 5 feet higher. Yeah. Blue Eyes, did you mean the two were found crashed? Oh yeah, they were shot. Who are you talking about, Blue Eyed? They're planning to move out of California. Well, see, this is to me, Kiely graduating as a 3-year grad tells me that she wanted to get the heck out of Dodge. You know what I mean? I work in education, and 3-year grads are very rare. And they do that because either the family needs them to, or they want to get out of the house. And I have a niece that did that, and she doesn't want to live with her mom. There are like some issues, like they want to get out of there. You know, there's situations they're not happy. By the way, the family DMS. Where are you getting your facts from? I want to know. That's also like it's interesting that you know all this. Confirmed.
So
Do you
the
have?
Sun, so
Have
the Sun
DMS?
newspaper. Oh, sorry. So the Sun News has reported that she was going to go to Sierra College, according to them, and the Reno Gazette Journal. But that's the Sun again that you like so much. So there you go.
I don't know if I like them.
Well, we like that they're still reporting on them.
Yeah. Where's Sierra College? I can't with that price. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Okay. So she's
It's
there. Okay.
in Rockland, California.
Is that close to Truckee? Lockland, you said? Okay. Lockland, California? Are you still there?
Yeah, I can't get Google to write.
What is
pick
the
this
name
up.
of the college?
Sierra College, Sierra.
Oh,
Sierra College.
Rockland.
Yep, Rockland, California.
Here's my Google Earth. I'm not ignoring y'all's comments. I'm just
It's
looking
only an
at.
hour and a half away.
Why would you go to a community college? And then graduate early. Oh, but it's not that close. Because Truckie's here. You know what I mean? Oh, I lost it. I can't use this. Yes, okay, there it is. So Truckie's over here. And then Lockland is over here somewhere. There we go. Sorry, guys. I'm being annoying now with my computer.
It's still far enough away to get out of that county of police.
Yeah, I mean, I went to college just 2.5 hours away, but I didn't want to stay there.
Well, you probably wanted to stay near your community.
Well, no, I wanted to get out of my house. 2.5 hours was enough distance for me where I wouldn't have to see. Now, I'm not talking smack about my parents. I wasn't happy.
You wanted independence for
Yeah.
your young age.
Yes. Let's see. Okay. Send me that link though about her in the college. If you don't mind.
How do I send you a link in this?
Just copy it and put it in the private chat.
All right, hold on.
I'm showing off. I'm looking at y'all's comments. I'm showing off my MMS, my Mad Mod skills, showing off to Joan. What do you mean? Jared. Hi, Jared. You have many small cabins, says DMS. Jared. Hi, Jared. One window, that's what I thought I heard, but now they're saying one was broken out and the black one was halfway down. The guy that found the laptop said a complete window was shattered. Did it fall out? The window, there was a window that was shattered because they flipped the car over. That's and the side view mirror. Let's see. So Ada, it's not about her being smart, more about getting education done quickly. Right. Yes, Hochi. True. Believe me, I have dig in deep. I'm just confirming some stuff with other content creators that I don't want to mention until I put my video out. Just giving you. Okay, cool. Thanks, Demas, for sharing. My son goes to a similar school as Kiely, public charter. I'm blended learning online classes 1 day per week, 2 days they go. I think that, I mean, if you think about it, Kiely was homeschooled a whole lot, so maybe her social skills were not all the way there. So like as advanced as people that deal with public schools. So, you know, she probably trusted too many people or trusted the wrong people. You know,
also it says it's a music school for music.
So she's not experienced in public schools. So think about, and I know because I work in education. I'm sorry, people think it's annoying that I repeat that, but just to remind you guys that when you go for a kid from homeschool or like from not a public school to public school, they're not fully aware of all the social, well, they don't have as many social skills or as the kids that went to public schools. So some people take advantage of them and they don't know they're being taken advantage of or made fun of. You know what I mean? So maybe she trusted the wrong people when she went to this party.
So I put the longest link ever in the freaking backyard chat, I guess. I don't know, from my tablet. I'm on my phone on panel. So that's just to double me because I'm on my tablet typing and watching. Do you see the longest link in the world?
I got you. Can you still hear me, Crazy Purple?
Yeah, I can still
Okay,
hear
good.
you.
I have it
I
open.
just
Thank
wanted
you.
to make sure
I kicked out the other profile.
Oh, I just shut it down. So
Okay. If you want to, DMS, that's fine. I wonder if she received a scholarship for excelling. I don't know. Yes, I appreciate anyone that helps with research. I'm not gonna put my stuff out there, but if you want to put it in the chat or what, I mean, it's up to you. But I'm just more. I'm trying to be more protective of myself, I guess, at this point, and my privacy.
shoot,
But
you Google crazy purple Kirby lady, all one word. Now I've doxed myself. So there you go.
but yeah, you can put your stuff down there if you want. It's up to you though. Hey, Cecile. I searched up your school, little funky chick. Sorry, Joan, I had to hide that.
There's 23 in chat and only 3 likes. If we could get that like up, that'd be great.
That's not important anyway. Don't worry about it. I really want more discussion rather than someone to click that thumbs. You know what I mean? That's what I want. Because there are a lot of smart people that watch, you know? I think my cat's calling me. But you guys are very sweet. I want to call, but I can't put an app. My phone doesn't have space. What do you mean an app? You just click on the link. Did I just sound rude when I said don't worry about liking this?
No, it's your channel. You do you.
Yeah, I know. I sound like an asshole though. I don't mean to be. It's just I just somewhat never mind. I'm not gonna talk about it because some people are like,
You're the
oh,
only one that
you
thinks
can
down on yourself.
I do.
You
They're like,
should.
oh, you just want likes. I was like, literally, no. I just want to talk to you guys.
We tell you a million times how great you are, and you hear one bad comment about something, and you take that one bad comment from somewhere we don't even know where you got it from. It's not in this chat, and you run with that. So you've got we all. It's you're doing fine. You're not an asshole. Nothing.
YouTube, you need thick skin, you know. I don't have that yet. Princess Megan says, plus I don't get along with my parents, so glad I got my own place now. Amen, sister. Capricious is on. Capricious. I'm going to put them up. Crazy Purple. Don't leave, though. Capricious. You're up here. I don't know if you can hear me. Let me know. Hey, Gina. Capricious, can you hear me?
Hey.
Hey there.
Okay, I got you. Hey.
What's up, Capricious?
All right, well, 30 minutes later, after I know my password trying to get into this, I wasn't trying to leave you hanging. All right, so check this out. I saw a picture of her, and it looked like she was sleeping in the back of her CRV. And I mean, I have a CRV. That is the most uncomfortable car you can try to sleep in. And my thing is they were outdoorsy. They went camping a lot. She knew the park area. She knew how to use that vehicle. When I saw that picture, it just really made me get a strong sensation that maybe she was just passed out in the back of it. Maybe she went to sleep, and then maybe because I have never in all my years known a party in the middle of nowhere just to disperse, at 12:30, especially when they can all crash there.
Unless cops arrive, right?
Right.
Crash.
Or unless somebody may have pushed a vehicle into the lake and they're like, oh, let's get, something caused them to disperse.
Absolutely. Yes.
So I'm just like, maybe it was just like they didn't know she was back there. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. But when the tow truck driver, yeah, everybody's kind of shady. Again.
I think people don't trust their common sense sometimes. And
Right.
at the very beginning of this, when we heard about it and saw and learned about the details of this, a lot of people in their mind knew that there was something weird about it. But then again, you don't want to be the asshole that says, nope, this is not right. There's foul play, because then what happens? As soon as you say that, then then people come after you, right?
But it's just working theories. You got me really thinking about like the tow truck driver, it's like, well, that would make perfect sense. That way you could have your DNA on the seatbelt. I'm like, oh, come on, don't do that now. I'm like, I'm down that rabbit hole now. So
Crazy Purple, were you going to say something?
I just really, I mean, it's those Placer County police. Like, I don't know if I've ever sent you to the link. I hope Project Veritas keeps on their butt, because I really trust Project Veritas. Like I trust AWP. So I wish they'd come out with an update on the LE up there. And I just, in all these videos, everywhere I go, I see Placer County pulling out the car. I see Placer County this, Placer County that, I think that they knew about Placer County and they were trying to get out. I don't know about the tow truck. I don't know if he saw the real. I have no idea about. I don't know about that. And supposedly he was driving a van. Supposedly it checked out. I don't know about
yeah,
him.
we haven't seen anything. But what about, I mean, since it was in a national forest, I mean, this was my question, if it was national, state, what it was, it's national. So is the recovery or who or how many agency, how they work on this and how they would go about recovering a vehicle? I mean, because they said the cops knew that these parties went on. They were just to use their best judgment out there, and I mean, they really were kind of like, oh, don't look over there, kind of. I don't know if the car was there. It probably was. They were just like, well, I don't want to be that dude that does, just says, oh, it's nothing and keeps like, well, obviously somebody was that dude, you know.
No, you're absolutely right. And I want you guys to keep talking. I'm listening to you guys, but as you're talking, I'm looking at this and I'm kind of zooming in to I have some more ideas popping in my brain. What do you think about Crazy Purple?
Well, the video you're watching right now while you're in the bathroom, it said now Placer County's taking over, and it showed the Placer County boat going out there. So there again, I mean, everybody's telling me I'm crazy. Even my police officers and all the lieutenants that have been generation, in my family, I've showed them this, and they're like, that is not how you retrieve an ongoing investigation vehicle out of the water. And Project Veritas is reporting, before Kiely went missing, about the craziest stuff. And there's documentaries about way back on how the police are up there. So it's like, I think the granddad and dad knew, and they were all getting out, and they wanted Kiely to get out with them. And
Well, and look at this video. This is AWP's video, but they're recording now from the side because they're not allowed on the bank. And look at the people that are on the other side. They're just like random people walking their dogs. I mean,
but they have like a whole little campsite out there. I mean, like I said, they look like they went camping a lot. So wouldn't they know what windows she would leave down? If she was crashed in her car.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think they were more or less like, why didn't she get out? It wasn't that deep. Why didn't she get out? Was it upside down? Was it pinned over? Was it pinned?
That doesn't make sense to me. No.
Maybe they thought she tried to jump. I don't know.
No, it doesn't make sense.
No, it really doesn't.
And then, like here at the front of the car, look at all the damage.
But I will say this: I have a 2017 CRV, and I was leaving off of a hill, and this damn thing starts rolling backwards, and I'm in drive, so the car will do that. It doesn't lock wheels.
Both front windows are, one's down, right, and one's broken.
Looks like it.
When they went to find the vehicle, the passenger side was either, they thought it was busted out, but they were going to look back at the videos and see if it was just all the way down. And then when they flip the car over, that's where you get all that damage, broken mirror, broken driver's side window, and all that.
So then the driver's window was broken only when they flipped the car over.
Correct.
Okay, and so you see the piece of glass up there, and then the passenger window was down all the way.
Well,
Either
what I'm
down
curious
all the
about,
way or broke out. They needed to relook at their video to inspect it more, and I can't stand watching any other channels anymore. So
oh my gosh,
it looks like there's no glass around. So if it broke out when it hit the water, that I don't think is a possibility. It either had to be completely down or broke out somewhere else before it was put in the water.
well, I don't
Because
know.
I
It
didn't
could have
see
been next
any
to
glass
the,
in that video. Any
no, but it
glass
could have
in
been
the
next to the laptop. You know, there could have been broken glass right there next to the laptop. Nobody saw that.
Yeah, that was after the car flipped though, and they broke the
Right,
driver's
right,
window.
right. But I mean, if it was totally flipped over, there has to be. Okay, my question next would be like the bottom, the shelf. You know, like shelves on the bottom. What caused the car to flip?
The buoyancy of the tires and the engine being heavy. But this is where
Yeah, the car being upside down underwater is real common. Real
Yes.
common.
So, I mean, how common would it be for, and I mean, if she had a seatbelt on, because those cars, again, they ding, ding, ding until you put your seatbelt on. It's really obnoxious. So, I mean, if somebody takes their seatbelt off and when they're in an accident, like a water accident like that, how common is it, statistically for them to be found in the very, very, very back?
I heard that was actually pretty common too without the seatbelt on, and you can always clip that seatbelt ding ding song. I clip mine every time. I hate that seatbelt noise. If it's somebody else's vehicle, I'll hook the seatbelt behind me before I even get in because I'm not listening to that ding ding ding. So, but I've cut every single one of them seatbelt ones off every vehicle I've ever owned.
Don't encourage me. So it's mainly on its side though, right? Or are we just looking at it weird?
It's like at a 45-degree angle.
So what velocity, I mean, do you think it would have had to go in to just, do you think it just rested like that and just kind of, whoop? Is it a strong current?
I've heard theories like because it's such a soft ground and I don't know. I really think it's foul play.
But I mean, they did everything of it, drive the freaking tow truck backwards just to pull it up.
Well, check it out. Check it out.
Yeah, you see how far that truck is to pull it out.
Yeah.
10-4. I read you loud and clear.
I'm approaching the driver's side window, trying to get a look inside.
That's the driver's side window. That's not broken yet.
No.
That was
Correct.
broken when they flipped it over. Yes.
Correct.
And thank you for watching this with me because I can't watch this by myself. Trigger warning.
I cannot positively identify anybody inside yet. I'm looking at the back now.
That's the window, right?
10-4.
Did you see where the computer was right there? I think it's that. It's right there.
Positively identify.
Right here. I'm going to point my mouse to it. I think it's right there.
Isn't that the window?
No. Look.
I'm looking at the back.
That thing.
I can't see it good enough.
That.
That would make sense, though.
Time here.
Yeah, that could be a bat right there.
I'm looking in the back now.
10-4. Take your time. Be safe.
There's footage that they didn't show from that car that's been
Right.
edited, obviously, right? But Kylie's back here. That's what they blurred it out. Look how much is on that car.
Well,
Like how much growth is on that.
yeah, well, there are remains in the back of the car.
Right. But look how much growth is on the car. All that green.
That's why I think Placer County Sheriff said don't look in that area. It's the Nevada dive team, and we're freaked out when AWP got there.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
Granddad and Dad called
Mm.
AWP, and I think they told AWP not to look there like they told Nevada dive team not to look there.
And that's right where it pinged, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Because
my God, there's fish
it wasn't
going in
just
and out of there. That's messed up.
it wasn't just AWP that said it was weird. It was Kylie's dad that said it was weird. It's like everybody. It's weird that they couldn't find her.
I think that probably the Granddad and Dad had something to do with getting AWP out there.
It was
Or-
stepdad.
They should've
Stepdad's
sent her
family.
to the car.
Yeah,
The stepdad called AWP?
The stepdad side of the family called AWP.
So the mom's new husband called AWP.
Well, the moms, yes. Well, that side of the family, yes.
So then was Granddad that probably called AWP.
Say what again?
So it was the Granddad that's there that called AWP because he's the dad to the mom of Kiely.
I mean, I don't know, but it just says extended family from the stepfather side.
Huh.
But they were fans of AWP, that side of the family.
Well, the stepfather would be the one married to the mom, so that's kind of weird, you know?
I don't know.
Huh. I'll have to look into that. Because I haven't seen any information on who got AWP out there. I mean, any
and I know
real
the chat knows.
information.
Probably. And I read it. Here we go. I'm going to play this, but I'm looking at something else. So if you need me to stop the video to look at something, tell me.
I see a pair of shoes in the back, moving my way towards the back window.
10-4. I read you loud and clear.
I just confirm there are human remains in the vehicle. Over.
10-4.
And I don't see any glass at this window or on the bottom of the water.
Is that the driver's side? Because that mirror's intact. Is that mirror broken?
Rear driver's side window is halfway down.
Copy that. Rear driver's side window is down.
Line the line and rear top side.
Yep. That's what we do it for, brother. Good job. Good job. It's positive, you know? All right.
She's in the back of the vehicle. She's not in the driver's seat. It looks suspicious to me.
Yeah.
Vehicle's upside down. Some of the one window is halfway down. One window is all the way down.
One of the windows is all the way down.
Call the authorities.
We help families all across the nation, and when we
Should
find
we still
out,
be out there searching?
they are notified first. So we're going to notify them first. My very next call will be the local authorities.
Right there is the red thing?
Yes, sir.
How in the could they have missed it?
That's impossible.
And in our investigation coming into this, this is just what we do. We find vehicles underwater. We specialize in it. I don't know what you guys know, and we don't always know the why. We just try to find the where.
Okay, I was reading some stuff. Sorry that I kind of stopped talking. I don't.
No, you're fine because you're about to come up where they talk to, I think, Nevada or something, and then you'll see they're turning it over to Placer County, and then you'll see the Placer County boat.
Yeah. Live Little Funky Chick says, or DMS, thank you for being so helpful. And I did have this information that I know there's an article that I have somewhere. I just don't want to waste y'all's time. I know it's late. I've been live way too long. But it was not mom that called. I believe, I'm almost certain it was stepdad's side of the family. But yeah, didn't want enforcement agency reach out. Yeah, well, okay, DMS. I have video of okay. So Kiely's mom was told the next day that it was now an abduction case. And I feel like they did that because Sammy said that she feels that Kiely was abducted. I feel like Sammy put the narrative out there. We have, to this day, by the way, you guys, thank you. We do not have proof that she was drunk. We do not have proof that she was any of the things that Sammy said. The only person that says that she was drunk and all this stuff is Sammy. You have these random people going to YouTube channels and saying, oh, I saw her, she was super drunk. But really, where's the proof that she was wasted? If anything, we have proof that she wasn't super wasted, because at 12:30 something, she called Sammy and said, hey, are you okay? Do you need a ride? She was texting her mom, someone that is so inebriated would not, I don't think, in my opinion, could be able to do all those things and send texts out. I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm babbling.
Well, maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
Go ahead, say it.
I just really think Sammy was just, teenagers, and I don't know. I just really think something stupid happened at the party. I really do.
DMS is all about the cult stuff. Crazy Purple, you still here?
I'm here. I'm just not having the sound on because my cats are going crazy and I'm making coffee and stuff. So I'm listening.
I appreciate you. Yeah, there's zero proof of anything. So check it out.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. I mean, 100%, because you're gonna have a card. If you call the tow truck, if you're doing that on your account, you're gonna have to have a card that's gonna be associated with an account. And if they've got dash cam, I mean, we have nothing with this guy. So I mean, can you really take any of it into accountability?
Can't.
On this.
This is the sticker that Sammy was talking about.
Yeah, the ram that you said it was a bull.
Who would
See, I don't know if tow truck guy even saw the right car. He only works that area during the weekends. I mean, people have looked up his Facebook and it shows private investigator and Truckee and also. I don't know about truck. I think that's just a diversion.
I agree.
Or LinkedIn with LE. Who knows? There's so much craziness with the police up there. Who knows? Who knows? It's going to be labeled a tragic accident.
If it's even her at the convenience store, So, I mean, that's, apparently, exactly. It might not be her at all. A bunch of them had blonde hair down, and longer hair, blonde hair. I mean, just because he said he saw her, it could have been anybody.
Try to look at this. Um,
Which window
the,
was allegedly down all the way?
this is the passenger. No, the driver's
The
back window.
passenger front window is supposedly either busted out or down all the way. But I don't see any glass, so I think it's just down all the way or it was broke before it got in the water.
Yeah, this is the driver's side. But like, look at how much
And
stuff
the
is at the
driver's side
bottom.
is intact. Yeah, and the driver's side is intact until they flip the car.
But look. I mean, okay, maybe I'm just seeing it weird, but look at the front seats. What is
Uh-huh.
that? I mean, I could see you see what, I mean, there's two front seats. I see the seats, but I see a shape on the seat
But that's what
or
I was gonna tell.
something.
I was about to tell you this. It's like, look how much stuff, because the car's flipped. So how much stuff was
Right.
in the car? All you see right now is everything that would have been on the floor of the car, right? If it was right
Why
side
would
up.
she have a laptop with her? I mean,
Well,
why are
I
you
mean,
going to carry your laptop to a party? You know, that makes
well,
no
she was
sense
just
to
in
me.
Well,
Reno.
yeah, and
Yeah,
I
but
drowned
still.
my vehicle with my grandkids' laptop. I owned a company. I had all my business paperwork and everything in there. So I
But I
carried my
mean,
stuff
that's
around with me.
different than, I mean, letting a 16-year-old take your laptop to, have it in their car at a party with a bunch of, I'm just saying laptops aren't cheap.
Well, her family has money, but
Yeah, I
I
guess
drive.
so. They really do, huh?
Well, she was traveling the day before. She was in Reno, so
Yeah.
she was a
I would,
content
I would,
creator in her own right, I think, also.
but I wouldn't want to, I don't know. I just wouldn't want that to keep up with if I was going to like Vegas or something, someplace like that where I was going to have to worry about something else.
Especially, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's weird that she had her laptop with her. However, I do think it's weird that early on they were looking for this laptop, but not her phone. And then when they pulled the car out of the reservoir, the laptop was there and nobody went back to get it.
With that, I think either Placer County didn't care or another county already knows enough and I'm just waiting for some arrest,
I agree. And DMS, I'm literally what you just said right now. I've always, in the back of my mind, I've thought this that um, I think that Kylie Rodney, she was supposed to be a DD because she drove Mags there, and then Sammy was gonna leave with her. I think Kylie was
Mm-hmm.
they they wanted her because of her car, and I think she was supposed to stay sober.
Right.
I don't think. I mean, it's just my opinion. Also, I don't know these people,
Right.
but she's trying to graduate early. She seems to be responsible. She's smart. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a musician too, but I don't think that she would just take whatever someone gave her and take shots
Right.
and
Just
everything.
be shocked and
I think Sammy exaggerated that to maybe explain why that car would end up in a lake.
to try to stay away from some other substance that may have been involved.
Maybe.
Hmm.
But I guess I'm just giving Kylie the benefit of the doubt. And I think if it was your
Right.
child, I don't think you'd want people to believe that she was irresponsible, a drunk, uh, doing drugs
Well,
as
I
her
mean,
last
look,
memory.
look what happened to Anne Heche. That was just a freak thing. The car accident when she drove into the house and caught on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad,
Well,
but I
that's
mean,
a
that's what's
whole nother
going
rabbit
on.
hole because if you
Oh
watch
yeah,
when they pull the
I'm not
car
going down
out,
that one.
right, she pops up from the thing.
I
I didn't see any police
know.
around. It's so crazy. So I'm not believing any of the Holly weird stuff. I've
I mean,
watched
that
enough
was
Disney
nuts
movies.
because it's just like she's like, get out of the way, I can't breathe, kind of thing. That was just wow. Yeah, but I mean, just I don't
And
know.
she
But
still had her hair. If you're in a fire for an
had her hair
hour,
and her skin. I mean, I didn't see nothing. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that was interesting
And
to have been in a
Cecile,
fire
yes.
for an hour or something.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying too. If Jagger has been cleared according to authorities, it means that Ellie thinks this is also foul play.
Yeah, cleared from what? I mean, was he brought in to be questioned then, I guess?
Well, questioned about what? This was
And
just an
how is he
accident.
gonna? I mean, did they get a letter in the mail saying, "Oh, you're cleared. Have a nice day"? I mean, they don't tell you you're cleared.
Yeah, cleared of what if this was not a criminal act? DMS says I have insiders in town. Oh, nice, dude. Well, I look forward to uh, getting your watching your video. Shitty is yeah. Well, no, you can share your opinion here. She
Absolutely.
seems so savvy and smart. Sammy or Kylie?
Nice.
Lord,
Aren't both of her parents like lawyers?
I mean that's what they say. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't think maybe like I'm on Kylie's side right here, right now. And when it comes out, let's say there's a toxicology report that says she was super drunk and had drugs, in her system, then I'll come back on the internet and say, okay, I was wrong. I assumed the best of her, but she's just another regular kid at a party that just had too much fun. But right now, I want to give her the benefit of the doubt and say she's not this person that would allow this to happen to her because even all these seniors were there, but not even Sammy had her car there.
Right, right. But what I still want to know is what caused that party to disperse because she said everybody, and that's where it kind of gets sketchy a little bit. It was like, well, well, why would she call you if she already said bye to her?
Exactly.
And then Sammy also says, we had every drink together, blah, blah, blah. But after we charged
Uh-huh.
the phone, I left her alone and went and found. I mean, I just don't know about that girl. I have
Yeah,
no
no
idea.
matter what.
I have no idea.
Because
That's just so not
Kylie can't
cool.
be here and speak for herself. And to me, in this story, she matters the most to me.
To me, you
I
never,
wish
ever,
I wish
ever
that
leave your friend.
Magdalene would speak up. I
Yeah.
think Magdalene, when she got to the party to meet up with her boyfriend to leave like 10 minutes later, she was just waiting for her boyfriend, and
Right. They were out of there.
she's super sad. And all the videos I watch, she's the only one crying or
Right.
upset looking. And I think she knows more, and I wish she would speak up. And maybe she did speak up to the right police, and maybe that's why some stuff is going on. I don't know. I have no idea, but Mags looks upset.
Yeah, because she feels bad. Because Mags was actually a friend of Kylie's. She
And
feels
I think it
bad
was already
because
prearranged that she was going to leave with her boyfriend, though. I mean, that was
yeah,
a done deal. I mean, so I
and
don't
she
know.
probably had a
Just
bad
not to
feeling that
feel
something was gonna happen.
right. I don't know, just to be so, I don't know, like I was just hanging out with her. She was just right here, just anything. Some emotion would have been just like she was just here. We were just, there was nothing.
And I
But
don't think that Mags and Sammy were friends. But look how they're doing interviews together now.
there's
Maybe
mixed
The
reviews.
Magdalene is stuck there and has to kiss the right butt so she doesn't wind up like Kylie. I don't know. I have no idea. And this case is going to drive us nuts until they either arrest someone or we're going to be like this for a while because we all think it's foul play. And if they put out a tragic accident, then all of us are going to be losing sleep for the rest of our lives unless that granddad and dad really did hire someone and we get the real story. But
I think
I
it
don't
was
know.
an accident. I think it was an
look,
accident
check it out.
Goodbye.
somehow.
Get home safe.
What time did you last see her?
Look.
And the time the teen's phone pinged.
What time did you last see her?
The last time I saw Kylie was around 12:25 in the morning of the party. I was leaving and I gave her a hug, telling her I loved her and goodbye, and for her to get home safe or be safe.
Last known ping was 12:33 a.m. on August the 6th, 2022. Here, the sheriff's office says that the only timeline they have is 6:08 p.m. from the turkey store and her phone pinging at 12:33 on 8/6.
Yes, I was the last person to contact her after the party, and I was with her basically throughout the entire party. I
Listen to what she says.
just going around the party. We were drinking the same drinks, being teenagers, throwing glow sticks into the party, and it started to grow really big. I would say around 10 to 10:30.
At 10:30, she responded to what I was saying and just said, "Oh, I'm sorry that you're going through that," and that was the last time I heard from her.
It just blew up. Like, it started to get to the point where I was getting overwhelmed, and I'm a very social person. I've been to a lot of these parties. I've never been over.
I think that at 10:30 something happened to Kiely. Because at 10:30 Jagger says that Kiely texted him and said, "Oh, I'm sorry you're going through that." It doesn't mean that Jagger was texting her at 10:30. That's when Kiely responded. Jagger was probably texting her before that. But she wasn't responding because she was at the party doing or whatever. But then when something happened to Kiely, maybe she fell asleep, in her car, and people were using her car to like charge their MacBooks or charge their phones or whatever.
When did she get her text from her or text her mom? At what time?
She texted her mom at 11:30 saying she'll be leaving in 45 minutes. And in this interview that you're about to see in a few
Why
minutes,
would you wait? That makes no sense. When have you ever in 45 minutes? When have you ever texted? I mean, last second you're texting. I'll be there. It's never. That's a I'll be home when I said I'd be home.
Well,
I mean,
Kiely was
we've all
supposed to
got
be
extra
home.
time, but if you listen to this video that she's playing now, I'm pretty sure she's about to say she's the last one that's seen her talk to her. She found a ride after she left her alone, after they drank all night and it's overwhelmed, and 12:30 I've left her alone. And then she's going to say, I heard the party in the background. So obviously she wasn't the last person to see her talk to her, if we're going by Sammy.
Good call.
Now you guys are thinking. And this has been my problem with this interview. If you go back on my channel and you watch this, I did a reaction to this like a month ago. Watch it. And all my friends are there, my OGs, and we're like, this doesn't make sense. And Jennifer's up there. She's like, hold on a minute. Cecile, I put the StreamYard link for you to come up to. You guys are understanding now where I'm coming from. Like, check this out. And this is a video I made as well. I'm trying to put things in order.
Overwhelmed. I've actually been underwhelmed.
But at 10:30 is when Kiely responds to Jagger. But how do we know it was that Kiely that texted that? Maybe something had already happened to Kiely at that point. And so it was someone else that was texting through her phone.
But you're gonna go back to the car for a reason. You're not gonna just go back to charge a phone necessarily. You're gonna go back to the car to smoke something and maybe
or
charge
drink.
the phone. Yeah,
right.
But
Look, she
not
says it here.
necessarily drink, because that was.
Check it out.
It was blew up. Like, it started to get to the point of teenagers throwing glow sticks into the party, and it started to grow.
I wonder if there's
really
glow
big.
sticks in the car.
Around 10 to 10:30.
At 10:30, she responded to what I was saying and just said, "Oh, I'm sorry that you're going through that," and that was the last time I heard from her.
It just blew up. Like, it started to get to the point where I was getting overwhelmed, and I'm a very social person. I've been to a lot of these parties. I've never been overwhelmed. I've actually been underwhelmed, but at this party it was very large. Like, it was bigger than any party we've had in Truckee all year and for a lot of years past.
So at the height of the party, when Sammy was feeling the most overwhelmed she's felt in any party, especially in years past, and she was with Kiely, is when Kiely decided to take a moment to talk to Jagger.
It was really overwhelming and weird to see, but I didn't really think much of it.
So at the height of the party, that's when Kiely texted Jagger back.
So wait, she wanted to stay longer, but she stayed like 10 minutes longer, and then she wanted to leave?
No, listen, Sammy says that around 10 to 10:30, the party got crazy. At 10:30 is when Kiely allegedly texted Jagger, responded to everything that he was saying. That's at 10:30, she says, I'm sorry you're going through that. At the height of the party. At the height of the party is when Kiely decides to respond to a text and take a private moment. That's why
I'm sorry you're going through. Oh shit.
I don't think it was Kiely actually texting back. I think something had happened to Kiely at 10:30 because
So was
Sammy
that right around the time she texted her mom?
and then Sammy says that was the height of the party. So I'm interpreting that as that's when things went wrong with Kiely.
But she knew about when the party broke up.
Who?
Right? I mean, didn't she say the party ended about 12:30 or something like
Yeah, but
that?
I'm saying
How
that I
would
think
she know that if she wasn't there?
I think that something bad happened to Kiely at 10:30.
I agree with that, but something that caused that car to get pushed in. I mean, that I really think they just pushed it in.
Well, regardless, I think that maybe Kiely passed out in her car at 10:30.
Right.
Maybe somebody did put something in her drink.
Or something.
Yeah, and then Kiely just obviously would be in her car. It's not like they found Kiely in the middle of the woods or they found Kiely on the highway or Kiely was abducted. Kiely was found in her car, which tells me a lot. Her safety was the car. So maybe somebody did slip something in her drink, an accident happened, but she went into her car for safety.
Mm-hmm.
Or she was already in her car.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe people thought, that's why I think it was an accident. People thought, oh crap, we fucked up or something, They thought she was dead, but she wasn't. And people panicked. But it took a while for that to happen. Maybe Sammy wanted to leave already around 12:30 or 12 o'clock. I think it's a lie that she went and found Kiely at the party. You were just in her car. Why would you go leave the car to ask for another ride when you just asked Kiely why you were in the car for a ride?
Well, why would her charger not still be plugged into the car? Why would it be by the computer?
Well, I'm not talking about the charger. I'm saying that this whole part of the story is a lie.
But that would
Sammy,
also, I mean, that they wouldn't be going to the car to charge anything because it would still, I mean, there would still be the charger plugged into the car and not with the computer. You know what I'm saying?
I think the bit about them going to the car to charge the phone is a lie in
You want to go
truth.
get
I
high.
think something happened to Kiely already, but
Mm-hmm.
they plugged her phone into the car so they could text mom and say I'm going to be home later, kind of thing. So mom wouldn't worry because they knew that mom and her like communicated very well. They didn't want anyone to freak out about Kiely being at this party and if she didn't respond or whatever. So the phone was plugged into the car around the time that they say it was, but it was because Kiely was already passed out or they thought she was dead or something. But they didn't want to get in trouble, so they really just try to cover their own asses. You know what I mean?
Well, it'll be interesting to see if the car was like in drive or neutral or, I mean, because pushing it forward's a different story.
Well, see, that's the thing. I can't explain that. I'm just this part of Sammy's story. That's why it doesn't make sense because there's a lot of truth in these lies.
I really think you do need to name your show that.
Look, check it out.
Just thought, oh, kids are around here. They have vacation homes up here. They're just coming to party because why not? So then Kiely and I were going around taking shots and just drinking. We were trading drinks with each other. We were sharing drinks with each other.
Notice how she pauses.
And also, she puts this unnecessary comment in there. We were drinking the same things. We were trading things with each other.
Trading drinks and
No one
drinks.
asked you that. No one asked you to say that. It's because you're saying that because you're really trying to remove yourself from the fact that something was spiked. Kiely was given something that she wasn't supposed to, but Sammy doesn't want to allude to that. So she reaffirms that it couldn't be that she was drugged because I took everything that she took.
But she said she was inebriated.
I feel like she's saying some truths, but in the lies, I don't know why, but this is the feeling I get.
We would go back to her car to get some alcohol sometimes, and then we went to her car to charge her phone, and we were talking about
This is the part I don't
right there
understand. They went back to the car to charge the phone. I really want to know what time this was. The phone was dead. Is that when the phone last pinged? Did the phone ever get charged?
What if she didn't have service?
Random stuff.
What was that?
What if she had to be in a certain area of the park to get service?
I don't think that's. Look, check it out.
And then
the phone was dead. Is that when the phone last pinged? Did the phone ever get charged?
Just random stuff, and then it's kind of hard to remember. And so, or no, we were talking about.
It's kind of hard to remember, and then she pauses again. Oh no, we were talking about, and then here she talks about texting the mom.
Her texting her mom and her charging her phone and stuff, and just about the party in general. And then
Sammy's account of the end of this party doesn't make sense. Did she talk to Kiely after the party was over? Did Kiely call her? Did she call Kiely? Her story changes. I'm not sure which to believe, but I do strongly believe that the car was put in there after investigators searched the reservoir.
Right now, the last information we have from cellular data is the 6th at 33 minutes after midnight.
After working on this video, I'm now considering if the phone was dead, but then charged to text Kiely's mom that message she was going home so mom wouldn't worry. Yeah, that's where I kind of left that off. What do you guys think? Capricious, are you there, Crazy Purple?
I'm
Yeah,
here.
I'm here. Just cutting out the background noise of all the. It's almost 7 a.m., so I'm sort of getting ready for the day. But I'm listening. I'm just getting back into chat and seeing
That's just what I was
this
doing
DMS
too.
Apex Club. He seems to know what's going on up there. Why doesn't he hop on paddle?
Well, I appreciate you guys being here. I mean, I really can't think by myself.
Well, I think we're just pretty much all up with this kind of stuff anyway.
What do you mean?
I mean, it really just, some of this, it just bothers me, and I just keep reading and rewatching, and just, it does help to have people to catch things you don't catch. And just, you put things, just a whole other kind of spin on things that it just get me to thinking like that.
16-year-old's death grabbed the attention of the country as law enforcement and volunteers searched for her after she disappeared from a party in early.
Well, I don't know. I have a lot of other things, but I really don't. There are a lot of some videos. Okay, look. You guys have seen this one already, I think. Hey, y'all. Just going back and sharing. This is a post from Kylie Rodney's mom's Facebook. On August the 7th at 2:45 a.m. You've seen this one, right?
I have not.
Why do I say right? I'm such an asshole. But what do you think about this?
I'm not going.
I'm just trying to be real with myself because I cannot speak at all. But this is when they did this is Kylie's mom's Facebook. She says that on August the 7th, it was already considered an abduction case. And I hate the fact that it was Sammy who narrated this whole investigation. She states that the search and rescue search in the Prosser area has been stopped. I was told that over 20 separate units/agencies were involved in the search, along with the CHP's helicopter search and countless friends and strangers who spent the day scouring the area. It appears that she is not there. I find this strange because she was reported missing on August the 6th in the morning, 9 a.m., when Kiely didn't meet her mom up for coffee. So from August the 6th, 9 a.m. to 2:45, just the next morning, Prosser and 20 other agencies decided that she was no longer there. At this point, the most helpful thing would be to lean on any teens you know in the Truckee Tahoe Incline Reno. So, yes, here she is reaching out to the community because she feels like the department didn't do enough searching of the area. This is August the 7th at 11:07 p.m. Hi, still no word. We spent the day at the rec center passing out flyers to people who posted them near and far. There was a meeting tonight with law enforcement, teens, and parents trying to gather more information. It was a decent showing. They are now working on the case as a possible abduction. August 7th, yes, was when they determined it was possibly an abduction, which is actually good because it opens up more resources, keeps lots of agencies involved, and makes it more possible to get warrants. It's an interesting statement.
Possibly an abduction.
This is important. Why did agencies think it was an abduction?
Involved and
In
makes it
this
more
way?
possible to get warrants. It's an interesting.
There's an echo.
Important. Why did agencies?
I muted everybody because there was an echo. DMS says, panel, please don't worry about the me. Let brainstorm the info given to you. I don't get on panel because my 6-month daughter is sleeping right by me. No worries. Do not feel obligated, DMS. It's all good. I appreciate you being here. It would be awesome to have a conversation with you about this. Cecile is up, y'all. If you don't know Cecile, you should say hello. Cecile, are you here? Capricious, are you still here?
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Capricious, are you still here? You're the one with the echo.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Capricious, are you still here? You're the one with the echo.
Hello, hello.
There we go. I unmuted you all. Sorry, I was like, what? Who is? I'm trying to unmute Crazy Purple also.
Man, it took me forever how to get that echo out. I think you were the one that trained me on how to close one window or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just make sure you have one window with the live. I have StreamYard and YouTube, so I watch YouTube, but I mute it, and I have StreamYard mic on.
I still can't figure out my camera, so there's some panels I've tried to hop on. You got to show your face, so I know you're not, I don't know, spam bot or something. I'm like, I don't know how to show my face. Use Melon app or something because I know how to do that one, but I don't know how to show my face on this one. But I got a picture of me. That's me.
I hear you.
That's more than I got.
We need this laugh for sure. Dude, if y'all didn't realize already, like the coolest people hang out here.
Well, I
Honestly,
realize that.
this is the coolest place to hang out in my opinion. Like drama free, we talk about shit. People can say what they want. They accept that I'm an asshole and I interrupt. And I have all my OG friends here. And they're the ones in charge. Just FYI.
You're not an asshole. You're a woman with a big heart.
I thought you were going to go, I'm not an animal.
You've
All
got
right.
questions that the mom should be out there asking. So your heart's big.
Was ISB a part of the investigation as well then?
ISB is who?
And NPS?
Who?
ISB.
Who's ISB?
Investigative Service Branch.
I have no idea.
This is what I'm just trying to. I was just reading on the if something was committed in a national park versus just regular. What's the difference? And
you guys are very nice.
There were 2 dive teams out there. There was a Nevada dive team out there before they found the car, and I think Placer, whatever county, told them don't look there. We've already looked. And then there was AWP dive team that we know somebody told them not to look there because it was already looked.
It was, I'll tell you, it was Alameda County Sheriff's Office.
I mean, drones and helicopters. I mean, they don't have cameras on them.
It was Alameda.
Well,
Alameda
the water was a few feet higher, and also the car's newer, and it was flipped over. So the drone might not have seen anything if another county flew a drone over that area. And that again is if.
It was these guys. They were also there.
But it was more or less on its side, though, wasn't it? It was still a reflective reflective, on its side if it wasn't all the way on its, flipped over.
But the water was also higher for the
Yeah.
Doesn't
previous 2
matter.
weeks before they found the car. It's just the dive teams that have vigorously searched. I don't know if
What
the
gets me
police
though,
told
it's
them
like
not to search that area, like they
if you're
told
sending search and
AWP.
recovery though out, they're used to diving with not even be able to see the hand in front of them. These guys are just feel until you find something basically. And I mean that it wasn't that bad of a condition to be diving in. So if you got divers and people just swimming around out there, I mean even snorkeling, you could have seen that.
Yeah,
Says
Just
but
right
were
saying.
they
here.
told not to look in that area like
They
AWP
Right.
was told?
had one dive team. They had 9,250 people, 2 air resources, 1 marine dive team.
And the dive team
Whoa.
are like volunteers from Nevada.
They
And was
were
Placer County telling them not to look there like AWP was told not to look
no,
there? There's a question.
it was Alameda County Sheriff's Office Search and Rescue. That was the dive team.
Oh, I thought
Do
we
they
looked it up
do
and the red shirts guys were like Nevada. They're
Well, I'm
red
just
shirts
letting you
guy.
know.
Remember when we
Yeah,
Googled it before and they
that's
didn't have
them.
anything posted?
That was
Remember?
them.
But before we and there was no post about Kiely when we looked the last time, was there?
No, and it's still
And now
not.
they've
It's
got
only
a post
this.
for Kiely. Huh. Because you looked at their stuff before and
Yes.
there was no post about Kiely. And now there's all this Kiely stuff.
But it's only one. You guys are very nice, and I do not deserve your kindness. I just found
But
you today,
remember you
Stephanie.
looked at the dive team's Facebook before and there were no posts about Kiely? Remember that?
Who's Facebook?
The dive team, because we looked up who the red shirt people were.
Yeah, it's these people. The only post they have about Kiely is on August the 13th, and that's it. And
The
it's up
last
on
time we looked, when I was on your channel, you looked it up and there was not a single post about Kiely. So it's crazy that now there is.
I don't know what other it was only this one. But I have to go back and check. Maybe it was another one. Hey, Three Souls, how are you? But okay, check this out. But okay, yeah, like this is what's crazy. And thank you, DM. You're very nice. What do you think about this? Look, check it out. It was the press conference on August 22nd, 2022. Remember, it was considered an abduction on August the 7th, the day after she was reported missing, according to her mother's Facebook post.
Agency believe it was an abduction at first?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of miscommunication. I don't know that it was ever labeled as an abduction. I think that
how is there miscommunication?
Off the table. And
he just said it wasn't labeled as an abduction, but Kylie's mom put it on her Facebook on August the 7th that she was told it was an abduction.
But how can you have miscommunication on this? I mean, nobody
Exactly.
knows anything.
Exactly.
So as we talked as a command group and
right there. Thoughts of agencies involved in when they Hi, still no word. We spent August the 7th. They are now working on the case as a possible abduction. August 7th at 11:07 p.m. The previous post to that was August 7th at 2:45. By the way, you can't find her Facebook anymore. So these are my screenshots. I did go and sleuth it. And August the 7th at 2:45 a.m. So just 18 hours later. Thank you all for reaching out with the compassionate support. The search and rescue search in the process area has been stopped. I was told that over 20 separate units/agencies were involved in the search, along with the CHP's helicopter search and countless friends and strangers who spent the day scouring the area. It appears that she is not there, nor is she at any of the local hospitals or jails. I know that so many of you want to help and don't know what to do at this point. The most helpful thing would be to lean on any teens, as you know, in the Truckee Tahoe Incline Reno. To me, it just seems like Sammy has already infiltrated her too.
Yeah, it just seems like, yeah, I mean, I don't understand how there could be miscommunication right off the bat. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and then down here it says, the police have promised that no one will get in trouble for sharing stories about intoxication. We know where she isn't. So what, the lake?
Prosser, but don't.
Wait,
But
didn't somebody get busted?
But don't know where she is, nor do we have any good leads. How do you not have good leads? Her phone pinged by the area. She was at a
Plus our
party
kids.
there. Exactly. Enough searching of the area. It's an interesting statement. August the 7th, a day after she was reported missing. According to her.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of miscommunication. I don't know that it was ever labeled as an abduction. I think that you can never take that off the table. And so as we talked as a command group and unified command with all my partners that you see behind us, you couldn't remove that off the table because we hadn't found her. And so, you know, that was some of the struggles with some of the services that we.
By the way, when you guys like tell me nice things, as you've already noticed, I don't know how to take compliments. So I don't mean to be an asshole. Like when you guys say nice things, I feel awkward. I'm like, oh, thanks, because I'm like the meanest to myself. So please, I'm not trying to be rude. I really appreciate you guys being so nice. I
And
don't know how to take compliments.
Yourself.
Yeah, I'm not.
And back it up like 5 seconds.
Oh, you want me to back this up 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
We want to be unified.
I'll do it right here.
2022. Remember, it was considered an abduction on August the 7th, a day after she was reported missing. According to her mother's Facebook post.
Why did agencies believe it was an abduction at first?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of miscommunication. I don't know that it was ever labeled as an abduction. I think that you can never take that off the table. And so as we talked as a command group and unified command with all my partners that you see behind us, you couldn't remove that off the table because we hadn't found her. And so, you know, that was some of the struggles with some of the services that we wanted to obtain and things we wanted to do.
Some of the struggles
say
with
it
some of
wasn't
the
an
services
abduction.
we wanted
also
to
never said that it
obtain.
was an abduction. I think that was clarified fairly
that makes
early
no
on.
sense, though.
But we also probably wouldn't have received all the services and all the people if that wasn't an option. If this was truly a search and rescue mission, we may not have had all the resources to conduct interviews. I think they identified over 400 juveniles, and to be able to interview all those folks and provide feedback off of all that, it takes an army of people.
Sorry, I just realized you guys. What were you saying?
That just he said, okay, well, they talked to what, 400 people, and they didn't generate any leads. Is that what that was, or they were just volunteers?
I think he's talking about the party. Hold on, let me go back.
And then like that would be like why the services were
let me see.
not as good as they should have been.
Let me see. That you see behind us, you couldn't remove that off the table because we hadn't found her. And so, you know, that was some of the struggles with some of the services that we wanted to obtain and things we wanted to do, but we couldn't say it wasn't an abduction, but we also never said that it was an abduction. I think that was clarified fairly early on, but we also.
Actually, it wasn't, because you told Kylie's mom that it was an abduction.
You just said it wasn't clear on the table.
Yeah.
You got to remember who told who what, because the green shirt cops in the background are the Placer County. The people that are talking now with the red face is Nevada or something.
People, if that wasn't an option, if this was truly a search and rescue mission, we may not have had all the resources to conduct interviews. I think they identified over 400 juveniles, and to be able to interview all.
You hear him clear his throat? I think there was like 400 people.
Yeah.
Did you hear the green guy, the green shirt guy, Placer County?
I thought it was this
yeah,
guy.
we talked to four. Well, no, he didn't clear his throat, but green. And as soon as he cleared his throat, he's like, he talked to 400 people.
Okay, yeah. Hold on.
But it kind of contradicts what he says. He's like, well, you know, about the services. He's like, you know, we didn't have it. Then it just sounded like the ball got dropped in between all of the services being there.
400 juveniles, and to be able to interview all those folks and provide feedback off of all that, it takes an army of people. And I think we were lucky to be able to put that together between my partners and agencies that are right behind me.
So it should have just been a search.
Agencies right behind me.
So that's because.
No, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think there's so many agencies because it was national forest. Because that, I mean, if a crime or anything happened there, it's federal.
I think that's part of it, but I also think that There's
So, I
some
mean,
weird stuff
underage
going on up
drinking
there, and
and
that's
drug
why some
use.
other agencies were brought in, like AWP.
But I was, I mean, I did hear something about there was a bust. Somebody did get in trouble for something that did occur during that party.
I don't know what what source did you hear this from?
I don't have any proof. I don't have any hard proof. I don't even know where I saw it. I read it
There's
somewhere.
so much craziness going on out
There is,
there. That's
and
why with
there is.
Project
I mean, I
Veritas would get on
really,
their butt. If Project
I really
Veritas
thought
would
that's
keep
why
on their
they.
butt and AWP would put out their full-length video, then maybe we can get some answers. But
Well, I mean, they probably already had the toxicology back. They know if there was water in her lungs. They know, they already know that. They would have known that early on.
the only thing they want to put out it is Kiely's remains. But can we trust them?
Couldn't even trust him to find her remains.
Check that out. This is from the recent Moonshine Inc. article. This is from their celebration of life, I suppose. There's Kylie's mom right there.
Is this the first party or the second party?
The second one, after they found her.
At this point, I think it's called a fiesta.
Friends of Kylie spoke at the event, recalling a girl with a 1,000-watt smile who was always ready for an adventure and one of the best friends one could have, says. Look at Sammy in the middle of this photo. And Mags, Mom. They're very happy. This is after they found her.
And then they tell us not to go to media, but they can post us all on media, and they use media to tell us to stop talking about it on media. That's, I don't know. That's so weird. I think I just, even like I said, I've been sharing stuff with my police family. They're like, the LE dropped the ball. And I'm like,
This is them. The people in this photo here, the
with the
1, 2,
middle
3,
fingers.
4, 5, 6, 7. It's these people with the middle fingers. Yes. See the sundress? See, it's them with the middle finger.
They're all flipping this up there. That's nice.
Well, that's just strange. You think they do heart emojis?
It's a bit awkward.
Like they should do heart emojis instead of middle finger.
The kid part of me says, wait a minute.
I mean, I'm just letting you guys process that.
I mean,
I can't process it. I would do heart emojis or something in a circle with.
I know, like a celebration of life.
Not
You're
middle
flipping
finger.
people off. What the hell? Do you think do they rent out like camping areas there? Like,
Oh yeah,
like
it's a big forest thing, and there's like.
So would that maybe be why they were like, okay, don't go over to this section, because we've got our campers over here or something, I don't know.
No,
Because there was
no,
trailers and stuff back there.
There's documentaries from like way back, like 70s, 80s, everything about up there with the police officers. And Project Veritas was reporting on Placer County on like June or something early. I don't know if I've sent you the link already, but I mean, Project Veritas is a pretty good source, I think. And they were already investigating Placer County in like June.
Okay, look. This article is from Moonshine Inc. This from the pictures we were just watching. I'm not ignoring the chat, so please keep an eye out. You guys, I will get to the chat, but check this out. Family, friends, and community of Kiely Rodni gathered at the Truckee Regional Park Amphitheater September 10th to honor her life at a soulful ceremony. Suspended amid a smoky afternoon, the stage ebbed and flowed with local music, ceremony touching eulogies. Um, so this is what Kylie's mom said. Kylie's mom says, and I'm going to read it as best that I can because I actually love reading and poetry. So I will interpret this the best that I can. Um, this is what she says, and listen, 'cause it's weird, I think. And a woman who held a babe against her bosom said, "Speak to us of children." And he said, "Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you, for life goes not backwards, nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children, as living arrows, are sent forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrow may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness, for even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable. O Children by Khalil Gibran. I've been dreading this task, this line, these words locked on a page, committed to a fate of being spoken out loud. I've been dreading the drafting of a prayer. I don't want to pray from the words that fall flat, the vocal word unworthy of being, the language of grief. A dance, perhaps, though I am not a dancer, a drum beat. Though my rhythm is off, a song, but there is no instrument tuned to my broken heart. And so I close my eyes and I breathe and I dream of a perfect harmony of life's purest balance. And that dream is Kiely. I've been thinking a lot about life's balance, day and night, song and silence, grief and joy. There seem to be examples of it everywhere, which makes me know that it's right and that we should offer up just as much gratitude for the difficult times in life as we do the good. The Scottish poet Norman MacCaig captured this beautifully in this poem. Presents, I give you an emptiness, I give you a plenitude. Unwrap them carefully. One's as fragile as the other, and when you thank me, I'll pretend not to notice the doubt in your voice. When you say they're just what you wanted, put them on the table by your bed. When you wake in the morning, they'll have gone through the door of sleep into your head wherever you go. They'll go with you, and wherever you are, you'll wonder, smiling about the fullness you can add to and the emptiness that you can't fill. As I meditate on Kylie's life, who she was, and what she experienced, I find myself holding gratitude for her balanced blessings, for her plenitude and emptiness. I took her on her first trip to Europe when she was 2. Over the course of her life, we went back 2 more times, visited Pompeii and some of the oldest Neolithic stone carvings in Western Europe and Ireland. She saw the aurora borealis in Iceland, swam with marine iguanas in the Galapagos, watched a volcano erupt on the Big Island, and skinny dipped in the bioluminescent waters of the Pacific. She spoke with people in foreign lands in their own tongue and played with children on playgrounds to whom she didn't know how to say anything more than hi and bye. I could go on and on about all of her adventures near and far. But we also live out in Coldstream Canyon, where we have no choice but to homeschool her through the 8th grade. There were long periods of time where we were snowbound and couldn't leave home. In those 2 very real, very opposite experiences, there was balance. She knew the freedom of travel and the helplessness of being trapped at home. She was the Virgo child who never wanted her hands dirty, yet spent her 7th summer bathing only in the creek. She was the child who hated the winter but would be the first to suggest December pond skating. She lived exactly half of her life as an only child and half as a big sister. She lived all her life singing songs and telling jokes. She knew joy and love, tasted the sweetest treats, and drank of the purest water. Her laughter spun from her lips as gold, and her tongue spoke with the quick humor of a summer thunderclap. This girl who, with the tender voice of a 2-year-old, existentially professed that we humans spend half of our waking days in hibernation. Clearly also knew the beauty in life's quiet sadness. She knew heartache and pain, tasted the bitterness of regret, and drank from it well. It's well. Anger swelled from her as an ocean tide, and her tongue lashed paper cuts. If you want me to keep reading, tell me or no, but this is actually beautifully written. She's a poet, this lady.
She really is. That's why I wanted to post on her Facebook that was going around with misspells. She didn't have her punctuation right. She didn't have her spelling right. I don't really think that was her that posted it. But the one that you have in your video that's what I was, when we looked at it before, I was looking at her punctuation and spelling that from her deleted Facebook, and I think she wrote that one because it's written so well. But there was one circulating about some crap, and with the way it was spelled and mispunctuations, I don't think that one was her, but I haven't seen a video of you posting that one yet, so.
I'm actually reading this for the first time with you guys. This is kind of beautiful, and it's weird. Because it's, I don't know. I mean, this is her way of grieving, I suppose, speaking like this. But I don't want to keep reading this if you guys don't want to hear it. I'm kind of just.
No, you're fine. I can't read it. I don't know why my tablet is pixelating, but I can't read it. So go ahead. But the DMS Apex Club guy is really putting like he seems to know that culture, the Buddha culture and stuff. But I just asked like, how can you celebrate with middle fingers? So
yeah, it was weird, right?
I don't think Buddha would appreciate that too much.
Yeah. I think these are the pictures here. Mom.
And we have Yogaville here that I think is Hindu. I don't know, but they're a weird culture too. They do some.
Oh wow!
Stuff.
Look, we only see this part, this picture, but Mags is in this picture too.
Can you get a close up of that picture?
I'm trying. Hold on, I'll be right back. There we go. I guess I did see this at some point, but I didn't realize there was a larger picture.
See, DMS, I know there's friction between the mother and father, and I know that her dad is definitely siding with her ex-husband. So I don't know what the tension, I'm not up there, so I don't know what the tension is for real with them on the mother speaking it sort of thing. But I mean, she wants to get us all to help her find her daughter and all these agents, all this stuff. And then bam, the remains are found of somebody in a car, and it's all botched up. They flipped the car. I mean, I don't know if Ellie had enough already to botch it up and not worry about it because they already knew. But it's just
Hello,
it's just
May.
a mess.
Check out the. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking. These are other pictures from that day. I don't know. They all just seem so happy, like they're celebrating her life, I guess. But I don't know. It's weird. What is this?
No, when people say something about sacrifice, sometimes my mind wants to go into that weird rabbit hole.
Different cultures do different things, so I understand the celebration of life sort of stuff. I looked at the flag. There's so many different prayer flags online. It was definitely a Buddha flag. So I'm thinking that, like one of the police officers up there or something, he runs 4 different positions. I mean, how much control does one person need? So like, again, I'm just wishing Project Veritas would push the gas and keep investigating. And I wish AWP would put their photo of the whole whatever video out, because I do trust those two. I see something about some other streams or all kinds of drama or something I read somewhere. And due to the shit we just went through in a stream or something, it's a little funky chick, a cool name. But so like, yeah, I really can't go. I can't listen to other. We gotta stick to the facts, even if some of it is just the Sun, which is a gossip magazine kind of news. But they are really the only ones still reporting on this.
I find that interesting for sure, because they're the only ones that reported that Jagger was cleared. Not even Fox News came out with that, or Placer County or Nevada. It's interesting. I'm trying to keep up with the chat as well. I didn't realize I had been on this long. That was not my intention. I apologize.
No, you're fine. DMS. Yeah. So okay. So I've gone down that rabbit hole too, because I've been a big conspiracy theorist probably since 9/11. And I'm looking at the clubs up there that you have to have like memberships and everything. And I've seen some other creators in pictures younger, than they are today. I don't know. I just didn't want to go down that rabbit hole, but I put crazy in the beginning of my name, and I try to keep the crazy down to a minimum, but yeah.
And I'm just seeing now that Sammy's like out of the country.
I have no idea. Like I said, I had to turn some other channel. I had to unsubscribe from like that Popcorn Planet way before Kiely Rodni. I didn't even know about true crime live chats or anything. I used to just watch Bailey Sarian and Christina Randall, and I like to keep up with some of the Hollyweird. And he posted some live reports on it way back before Kiely. I was like, I already unsubscribed from him, and now he's got Zaname on his interviews. I mean, I'm seeing Zaname's mom pop in on interview. I'm just like, you know what? I'm shutting all these people down. I can't watch it. Forget this. Let's go back to the Sun. Let me cross my fingers on Project Veritas.
I gotta look that up.
Gotta look what up.
I gotta look everything that you're talking about, because I haven't gone into that rabbit hole. I'm just kind of evaluating all the stuff that has been aired on the television, because I feel like and you're right, I should name this place "The Truth is in the Lies," or "The Lies are in the Truth."
Yeah, and then he said it's worse than Santeria. See, I'm on the East Coast, so I have different stuff over here.
I see.
So I don't know what Santeria is yet. That's gonna be something. But I didn't know what a couple other things were that were lately, and they're kind of scary. But it's like it has nothing to do with this case. It was just some other cult stuff that I was on other channels with that wasn't discussing Kiely. So I've never heard of this Santeria thing. That I'll be looking into that one too, I'm sure.
We'll have a conversation soon about it, but I do want to finish this video just so you can let me know what you think.
Yeah, and chat wants you to continue reading that thing that you're reading as well. So
I will, but I kind of go everywhere. But our friends are patient, I think. But okay, hold on. Let me finish this. So I can stay on track with one thing. Search. They needed to change the title of
or the type of crime that was committed. If you call it a search and rescue team, you're limited as to who you can interview, how you can interview them. It's not a criminal matter. But if you change it to an abduction case, then you can start questioning people, treating it like a criminal investigation rather than just looking for someone that went missing accidentally in the middle of nowhere.
Did any of the juveniles, anybody mention a car going over the side, a car in the water, of all those?
I don't believe that that statement was made, not to my knowledge.
Was there any indication that this was an accident or foul play?
That's still being investigated. If we'd like, we could turn it over for CHP can give some information. They are conducting the accident investigation utilizing their making.
I believe that on August the 7th, when mom posted that, this department realized very quickly this was not an accident, that a criminal act had been committed. So they stopped the search and changed it into an abduction case. And changing it to an abduction case allowed them to gather more resources to be able to interrogate people, obtain warrants, cell phone pings, everything they needed, because early on they knew this was not an accident. And look, I'm going to tell you, it happens a lot in law enforcement. I from what I understand, maybe they did know that she was in the water, but that early in the investigation, pulling her out, it would have just looked like an accident. But maybe law enforcement at the time realized that it was um it was suspicious and it was a criminal matter, so they changed it from from an accident to abduction, because first of all, she didn't just drive in there that night. Maybe she was abducted, which would confirm the tow truck guy's story. And then she was put in there after the fact, which is what I think. But it happens a lot of the time. You can't do something unless you get a warrant. You can't do this until you get approved by a court. You know what I mean? I know I'm babbling, but if they knew she was in the water already, maybe. What do you think?
If she was in the water already, I think they told the red shirt dive team not to go there, and they told AWS or whatever, Adventures, yeah, AWP not to go there if the car was already there. Sorry, I'm sort of multitasking over here too, because I'm looking at this Santeria thing.
They didn't want to, because if they found the car that early after the party, then they would have to rule it as an accident. But I think that early on they realized it wasn't an accident. So they had to, I don't know, I'm not a police officer, so everything that I'm saying right now is kind of like bullshit. So again, this is all my opinion, but I just don't think that they would have missed that car being there. So there was a reason either that car was put in there afterwards or it was deliberately missed. And it was changed from a search and rescue to abduction in a day. I will link J for Justice's channel below. But this was an interesting post. Pause to read. No one's going to read that, dude. And I can no longer find mom's Facebook profile page on Facebook anymore like I could just 24 hours ago. This Kiely Rodni missing from Turkey, California page has also been paused for only 8 hours. It only leads me to think, what is going on? What's happening? It's just, there's just weird stuff going. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of now just like babbling. I'm going to end the live because it's late now.
It's early now. What are you talking about late?
Well,
7:30 a.m. over here.
Yeah.
This Santeria stuff is crazy. But see, then again, I've looked into other cultures and like I believe I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus, but I've seen some stuff like the Mormons and the Catholics in history. I mean, things could have changed but I don't pick a denomination. So I'm looking into the Santeria thing, and it's kind of crazy.
I look forward to also doing my research on that, and I appreciate you bringing that up. And everybody that's been, you know, insightful in DMS, May Capricious, and Jody Cecile, Jared, and Lil Funky Chick. I'm not gonna be able to name everybody, but your
Well,
input is
check out
what
the
makes this happen.
Santeria thing sometime when you can't sleep,
I will.
because the religion came from out of it grew out of a slave trade in Cuba, and then now Cuba's banned that religion, and they 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 believe in the Christian Jesus Christ, but it's known as it's so this is the craziest cult crap I've read in a long time. And then it's linked to the Catholic Christianity's Virgin Mary thing. So I understand. I know a Catholic. I've met enough Hispanic people to learn the Catholic enough from their mouth. So I understand the Virgin Mary. I knock on the door. People are like, "How can you tell they're Hispanic?" And I'm like, they got Virgin Mary out there. So this Santeria thing is crazy, and it's
Well,
banned. It started from Cuba's trade train or something, and now it's banned in Cuba. So Cuba started it. Evil stuff came from it, and then they banned it.
you know, I'm Hispanic, right?
I can
Obviously.
tell by your accent that you can roll your tongue a little bit better than I can. If I was to
Yeah.
speak Spanish to you, you probably wouldn't understand
But
a word I said.
Catholicism is not just a Hispanic thing. I mean, I think Irish are pretty Catholic too.
Yeah, but when I go door to door sales for 20 years, I didn't run into a lot of Irish people. I ran into a lot of Hispanic people. I'd like to go when they migrated, and they had the fields and everything. They were picking all the
Yeah.
vegetables and everything. I loved. They'd have their like little trucks of food out. So we're in the middle of farmlands, so there's no like gas stations or food stores or anything. So we'd stop and eat if we had a good day of sales. Plus, I wore a badge letting people know I'm not, I'm gonna break and enter in your house or whatever. And they'd freak out that I was, immigration or something. And by the time I'd finish my show, I'd have the whole family in there. I'd sell like 5 Kirby's in one house. So I kind of, like that, but I just never picked Catholic as I just learned. When I'm in your house and you believe in Catholic, then I'm not going to talk bad about it at all. I'm all like, let me hear it. If I'm in a Buddha house, I'm going to listen to them on that. It doesn't mean I have to practice it when I leave. I just
hear you.
gotta.
I hear you.
I'm not going to disagree with them when I'm in their house. That's their house.
I hear you. And man, I have so much more research to do. You guys are awesome. Literally, I thank you all so much for everything. You don't understand how appreciative I am of all this. And I'm gonna do some more research, Crazy Purple. But I need to get some sleep. You guys are awesome, and please, I look forward to speaking to you guys again. Absolutely. But my lives are very random. Sorry.
They are, because you were like, I'll be on earlier tomorrow night, and then you didn't even come on.
Yeah.
And then, like, if I didn't toss and turn in bed tonight to just flip over to smoke a cigarette and move the cats off of me,
yeah,
I would have known you were live tonight. So then I was like, oh, coffee time, cigarettes. Now I'm pulling an all-nighter. I'm going to be taking care of my dad today. So
well, I'll be
he's
sending
a
good.
disabled veteran that's got some big issues. He went to the VA hospital on Thursday. They haven't got the results back yet. So I'm going to be doing his laundry and cleaning his room and all that stuff. So with my Kirby.
We'll be sending good vibes your way.
Oh, he's been bitching for years, so he'll be fine. He's said he's had a good life. He's worried about civil war. If somebody tries to take his guns, he's had a good life. He'll go out with a blaze. So he's in good spirits about it.
Well, I mean,
So we're cool. He's gonna hook me up with some 420 for hooking him up with laundry and everything, and he then pays for my laundry soap and and all this. He hooks me up. So he just it's cool. We've been down this road for years.
and my respects to him and to you for spending time with us and everybody else in the chat. I mean, I really do. We'll talk soon. I have some more research to do, but I appreciate you all spending your time to be here.
Yeah, no problem. I hope I'm awake when you go live next time at like 4:30 in the morning. I'll see you then.
Hopefully it'll be earlier. This was
Well,
random.
4:30 to me is 2:30 to you, I guess. Because right now it's 5:41 for you, I guess. 6:41. Oh, so we're only an hour apart. Okay.
And
Texas is a big state. Oh, you said Arizona. I can't remember where you said you were from, but anyways, I'm in Virginia. Again, you can Google Crazy Purple Kirby Lady, all one word, and I've doxed myself, so I hope I didn't just say too much for you. But
no, you're good.
you can Google my butt, and there you go. Dox my own dang self.
Okay.
All right, girl. Good night.
Good night, y'all, and everybody have a good night. I'll see you soon.
All right, bye.
Bye.